Yo, it's Kosh. I just wanted to give a real quick sound warning. I did beep out my friend's name because I used it a couple times on accident. So make sure your audio's turned down a little bit because the beep noise is super loud. I don't want anybody to bust an eardrum. You guys enjoyed the video. Have a good night. Bye.
No.
Hello, and welcome to the first episode of Chordcast, the podcast. I am here with my co host, Cyber, and our lovely guest today, Monkey. How are you boys doing today?
Can't complain.
What about you,
Help.
Monkey? Help?
Felt. What? Help? I said help.
Oh, felt. Okay, boys. Well, since you can already see the stream going up, this is what we're talking about today. We're talking about the Amaranth. I don't know how to ever say her name right. Amaranth event. Harrison Ford and Ezra Miller and G4. We'll talk about that in a second. And then our sports teams. We didn't really have anything going on for the Bills. I'm sorry, Cyber. You already knew about that. But we did have some things about the Packers and the Seahawks to talk on. So, what do we want to start with?
Aren't
Don't start
that your
with-
job?
Yeah, that's
Isn't that your job?
Yeah,
Don't
alright.
you
Screw
run
it.
the- we're just
So, yeah,
here.
screw it. Fine. Screw it. We're just going to start with this first video.
Situations I don't usually like to talk about.
We gonna skip a little forward.
Here stories where we just kind of point.
We're going to
Anyone
skip
with
through
ears
here.
is going to reach the same conclusion because he comes across extremely abusive in the.
Let me pause this. By the way, so Critical's point of view on this, same point of view as me, is that she is being, like, it's an abusive relationship. Have you heard anything about this yet, Frank? Or, oh my
No,
gosh,
a little bit. I
Monkey.
just don't care.
Alright, bet. Oh, you don't care about it? Well, too bad. We're gonna, if you already know about it, we're not gonna listen to him talk. We're gonna actually skip to it happening.
just so you know, we cannot hear the audio.
What?
You
can't hear the audio?
My stream volume is like I turned my stream volume like all the way up just to see. It's on your end, buddy.
What? How do I do this? Oh my gosh, man. Enable sound suppression, make some noise like clapping your hands. Your friends will hear
What?
nothing but your beautiful voice. If I turn that off,
Something else. No, that's something else.
listen, I do not know.
Why?
I see that that's for my mic. I don't know how to get you guys to be able to hear it. I thought if you went into the stream, you'd be able to hear it.
Kid, bro, I used to know. It's like in your audio for your stream, but I don't remember how to get to it anymore.
I'm
You know I'm
looking.
a pro at this?
I assumed yes.
Alright, so just go to a different topic that we don't need to listen to a video for.
Probably. Oh wait, here we go.
Wait.
Hold on. Enable streamer mode. Well,
Be an
dang, bruh.
audio-
What is this? I can have a video background? Trying to figure this out, man.
You're not prepared.
We were not.
Not at all.
No, me and Cyber were 100% prepared.
Wow, I wasn't. I really wasn't.
I mean, we're doing our job perfectly fine. We are sitting here waiting for you.
You really are. Well, screw it. All right, guess we're not doing any. Guess we're not doing any
Alright,
YouTube videos today.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
that kind of screwed us over.
We'll just talk about Sauce wearing a cheese head.
Sauce
We
wearing a
could.
cheese head. This is what we're about to talk about right here. Are you
I'm
ready?
talking about at the end of the game,
So us Gardner
on
celebrating with the cheese head.
old UC cornerback.
Bruh,
After he was walking around with the cheese foam hat.
I
You're absolutely
Did not
smacking the
see that.
Packers.
they smacked the
you should've
Packers.
seen Sauce highlights. You should have seen Sauce highlights. Bro's act. I'm a UC fan, so I always liked Sauce.
Uh,
So when I seen it, he's a good cornerback.
He is a good corner.
wait a minute.
Dude, you saw his coverage plays. Wait, go to screens. No, go to
Right.
screens.
I am
Go
on.
to
I'm on
screens.
screen one.
Yeah, go live. What are you doing?
I am on. I was on this one. This is what I was on. This is. I swear to God.
Oh, I thought you were on the other one.
No, I was not. But anyway, let's get into your little Green Bay Packer talk. Even though you don't follow them anymore.
No,
Green-
just follow play.
Whatever. Green Bay. There's a couple of weeks until Halloween, but Green Bay Packers coach Matt LaFleur. Don't know if I said that right. LaFleur. I don't care. already has been fending off nightmares this week from watching something scary before bed. In this case, the tape of the defensive fourth four for the Washington Commanders. How do you feel about that? And I said fourth four, even though it was front four. How do you feel about that, Frank?
You're so good at it.
Shut up, man. Shut up.
Wait, what just
On
happened?
the stream.
I stopped the stream.
Oh, I was about to say, did you mess up again?
Nah, I just stopped it.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
God.
I'm gonna go back to my rings map while we talk then.
Okay. But how do you feel about that, Frank? Oh my gosh. Screw me. I can't wait to edit this and
I'm
bleep
bad.
out your name so many times. But
That sounds
hold on. What was my next topic? Because it was about their Seahawks, and I didn't know what it was about. Oh yeah, the counter trade that the Seahawks made.
Cyber, do you think he knows what he's doing?
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
Look, I
I'm
don't
literally
think-
just trying to
I
have
don't think you stayed on
conversations
one
with you.
topic. You haven't stayed on one topic. were
You
chill.
literally, I literally went, how do you feel about this Green Bay thing? And you just,
Well,
eh.
then you start ending stream, and then you start doing all this other stuff, and I thought you messed up again. Like, I mean, you got your audio not to work.
hey man, I'll figure that out eventually.
This is a comedy stream podcast.
This is a comedy
This is making
podcast,
fun
bro.
of Kosh. Making fun of Kosh.
Wow. Wow, make fun of me on my own
Kosh thinks
podcast.
he's-
You got
Kosh
anything to
thinks-
say about this, Cyber? You're my co-host, bro. You ain't even help it.
This is funny.
It's funny.
See, you're a lost cause.
All right, let's talk about something that we actually want to talk about, though. Harrison Ford is set to be Red Hulk in the MCU. How do you guys feel about that?
I feel like he can pull it off.
Do you?
Feel like good boy.
He
See-
already has the attitude for it, not gonna lie.
He does, but like Harrison Ford don't like doing these big movie IP things. So why is he doing Red Hulk? Like, how did they get him to come in for this? Like, they got to be paying something big for
Has he
it.
Movie in a big movie in a while.
I mean,
He
he's
finished
not-
up. Yeah, he just finished up the last of Indiana and the Jones, or Indiana
Yeah,
and Jones.
Like
Yeah.
after that, though, he just.
Well, because he
I
died
feel
in
like
Star
I'm
Wars,
always
so.
looking around, you know, maybe he's a big fan of the character.
Mm.
I feel like after
Probably
his
fine.
MCU shit, he might just retire. At this point.
Oh, I could see that happening.
Bro dies a lot.
What? What?
In his movies.
He dies a lot? Yeah, I mean, I don't really think it's him who's like, yeah, man, I think I should die in this one, bro.
His own son. What a sad guy.
Well, I mean, he literally told like the Star Wars producers that he did not want to do Harris or Han Solo
He wanted to
anymore.
die. He said like he basically wanted to die. But
I didn't know
die.
that.
Poor Chewie, bro.
Oh, yeah, he should have died to Chewie, bro. Chewie should have
Wait,
just like
what?
offed him. Well, I mean, that would have been like, that would have been some sentimental stuff right there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Fair
Like, he's
hug.
too old to keep going, bro, and he's like, Chewie, just put me out of my misery. And he, oh,
No, kid. Chewie's mad. Chewie started going on rampage mode.
He did start going
Yeah.
on Rampage. That was such a good movie, though. That was one of the like
No.
one of the
all
newer
new
ones that
Star
I
Wars-
enjoyed.
All the new Star Wars are actually crap.
All of them are crap, but that was like the only one that I kind of enjoyed.
No.
No,
No.
he said
I'm
no.
not gonna lie. After and then when they made Ray's last name Skywalker, I was
That was
done.
so
That was-
stupid. That
Skywalker
was
was
so stupid, man.
Skywalker ended with Luke.
It did end with Luke.
Anakin and Luke were the OGs. Okay.
Excuse
I don't
me.
need freaking Ray. And I'm sorry, but I forget Finn. Ain't that the black dude's name? Finn.
Yeah,
Finn should have been the
Why'd they
next
make him
Jedi,
look
bro.
like a why'd they make him
should've
look like a
been.
retard with the lightsaber? Do you notice like the stormtrooper had like that power stick, whatever?
Yeah.
And they're fighting. They made Finn look like he was stupid. I'm sorry, but if I pick up a sword or a stick, I'm not gonna swing it like that dude did a lightsaber. They made
I mean,
him-
you know Kathleen Kennedy. She's all for women in the movie. So, J.J. Abrams, his original plan was to have Finn be the main character, but
Really?
Kathleen Kennedy was like, no,
No.
no.
because like after all that, like you see like the posters for the movie that they posted in China and shit.
Oh no, he was on the
Finn
front.
is the smallest character on the
Yeah,
front
they
of the
made him
poster.
small after he was
Wow,
supposed to be
dude.
like the biggest.
It's like how J.K. Rowling always has to have a gay character because she's gay. It doesn't make
Right.
sense to me. Like, if I was to write something and like canonically they don't need to be gay, then I'm not gonna do it. But if I had a whole arc where they need to be gay or they need to be straight, I'd do it. You know, it's like,
I mean, that's like trying to
Yeah.
make Batman gay.
I mean,
Just don't-
Batwoman's gay, and that's like a good little arc to her character.
I
Did you
don't
know
care.
like Tim Drake is gay too? They announced that Tim
Are you
Drake
talking
is
about the
gay.
new Batwoman?
No, we're
Okay.
no in the
Okay.
comics she was gay as well.
Oh, no. I thought you were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the
The,
show.
C- the
No,
CW one.
I didn't watch the
CW one,
show.
that was terrible.
Oh.
That was terrible.
I
That
didn't
was
watch
terrible.
it. I can't say anything on it. Oh, I just hit my mic.
Why do you hate your mic?
I didn't mean to hit my mic. Sorry, Mike. Have you guys been watching like Dahmer?
No.
Dude,
I have not started it yet.
I've
I
watched
heard
the
it was really good.
I've watched the first episode and I was like, this is
Wait,
eerie, bro.
have you seen Halloween Ends?
No, I haven't. I've heard great things about it though, which
Yeah, you've
is
heard
so
great things.
happy. Yeah, it makes me so happy
Dude, I
because
only heard no.
you've heard bad things.
I already seen it.
Heard-
but I
You've
haven't
seen
watched
it? Did you
Yeah.
like it?
3 on no. The last one was way better. Like
What?
way better. Like it no.
This is supposed to end it, bro. How'd you feel about the ending? Because I know the ending is what has everybody all
The ending was
sided on
kind
it.
of cool, but like I
Here-
like I can't say anything because you haven't seen it. I don't wanna
Well,
spoil it.
here's what I want to know. Did they ever explain if Michael is like a human or if he's like a demon? Because in the last
No,
movie,
okay, so here's how it is. I'm gonna tell you like so you know his origin story,
yeah,
right?
I already know the basis of the movie. They're looking for a new Michael because this Michael is like tired and beat up from the last fight with
No,
everybody.
This series, ends. This series is over. This
I
is
know
the
this
last
is-
end of the cast. I'm not. There's gonna be a new director, a new cast to make a new Michael Myers movie and all that. But this
Unless
is the last
Blumhouse, unless they give it to Blumhouse again to keep going, dude. Jason said
No,
that he
this
would be
has to-
happy to keep going. It's
This
not.
has
I'm not
to-
talking about cast. I'm not talking about
Oh.
cast. I'm talking about Blumhouse Productions, the people who made the
Oh,
movie.
yeah, they might
Jason,
make a new
the
one.
president, said he would be more than happy to keep making Michael Myers films, and he wants to make a new Jason film.
No. But no, I don't know. Halloween Ends was kind of a disappointment, definitely, because of the last Halloween.
Wow, really? Was it not as much killing in it? Because last
Dude.
Halloween, bro, they were going
I
off
don't
on
want to
kills.
spoil it. I'm not gonna say anything, but yeah, there's not much killing.
Oh man.
And I can tell you this. Can I tell you how many people Michael Myers killed?
Yeah.
He killed like 2 people.
Wow.
Mm.
Okay.
It's kind of lame. It's
Dang.
not even about him, to be honest.
Have you
Yeah,
guys?
the whole plot of the movie, like
Oh,
Jamie Lee
no.
Curtis's character, like if I die, maybe Michael will die or whatever.
What?
It doesn't go like that now. But
Here's-
no, the ending's kind of cool, and it kind of brings, but how it becomes to the ending of the movie is kind of just,
Eh.
oh, okay.
Okay. This sounds like
yeah.
this sounds like the same reviews coming out for Nope, where people are like, "Oh, that's it. That's
I
the
like
big
Nope.
twist." I haven't seen Nope.
You know, I don't know if you have Peacock, but it's on Peacock.
Nope is on Peacock. I'm not about to watch
Halloween
Nope on
Halloween
Peacock.
Ends.
Oh, Halloween Ends.
Halloween Ends is, yeah.
Peacock on-
If it's on
Oh.
Peacock, it's got to be on HBO Max.
Well, Peacock gets all the, I don't know what they get, but I know they got the last Halloween. Like, basically on Peacock, it comes out like literally the day after it comes to theaters. It comes to Peacock, and it's
Really?
Mhm.
That's crazy.
that's why I got Peacock.
Dang. Did you have you guys seen the promotional photo for Creed 3 yet?
Yeah, I seen the trailer.
Yeah.
I mean not the trailer, but yeah.
There's
Yeah,
I was about to say there's a trailer out.
I meant to say that. I forgot. I was gonna say I can't wait to see the trailer. I want to see what they're going with.
Adamus
dude.
is man's
Rocky-
name. By the way.
Rocky to the Creed series, like they made a good transition.
Yeah, they did. Oh, I think this third one's gonna be the best one. The do you want the synopsis for the movie? Hold on, let me look up the plot real quick.
Oh shit! More Deshaun Watson news just came out.
Here you go. Creed movie synopsis. Boodoo. Here we go. After dominating the boxing world, Adonis has been thriving in his career and family life. When a childhood friend and former boxing prodigy resurfaces, the face-off between former friends is more than just a fight. And I think there actually is a trailer out. I'm looking. This looks like it's a whole trailer. Hold on. Oh yeah. But who is it gonna be? What's the guy? Michael B. Jordan's been directing these?
You didn't know that?
I did not know that, but there he is. Jonathan Majors, bruh. He put on muscle for this movie. There it
I see
is.
a lot of
He's
actors.
doing it for like MCU too, because he's Kang. He's the next big villain.
Yeah, but like if you look at Kang from the comics, Kang isn't really like
not
muscular,
buff, no.
you know what I'm saying? Like he's kind of on the skinnier side. Like when he showed up in Loki, when Jonathan showed up in Loki,
He's kind of more defined than he is big.
I mean,
You can
yeah.
tell you can tell like
You can tell he's been
built,
working
like,
out, but he is defined. You could definitely say he's defined.
100%.
100%.
Christ, the rings got smaller.
But Cyber, how's college been, man? You've been in it
Pretty
what,
fun.
3 months now?
Yes. Maybe 3 months in a couple of weeks.
Couldn't be me, bro. Couldn't be me. Just playing. I saw your college you go to,
Now,
Cy.
what did you?
Where?
Wait, what?
Where did you see it?
Where do you go to college?
Oh, Brockport.
Barkport?
Brockport.
Brockport. Okay. But I saw on your story, like when you guys did that little like happy birthday for that chick, I was like, what is this college like, bruh? I don't see no alcohol in this story, bruh. These people aren't living college life right now. I'm just playing with you, but
Nah, we drank after that.
oh, of course you did.
We posted that on the official story for it too, so we can't really.
I get you. Actually, I can say a funny story about that. So, junior year, when I was at the career center. Okay, car. Just zoom by me real quick. But, for junior year at the career center that me and Monkey went to, we posted a photo of the carpentry. Like, we posted us all, like, grouped up for a group photo, put it on a new Instagram I made for us, dude. Then the school got mad at us because nobody had a mask on. So I was like, oh, guess I'm posting every photo with somebody having a mask on now. Rip. Yeah, it was a good time though. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time at the career center. Honestly, I feel like my last 2 years of high school were my best years of high school, probably because collectively I went both years, maybe like a full school year, collectively attendance wise. I went a full school year those 2 years because I skipped so hard. Monkey knows this, dude. I skipped so
And
much.
You know who else who? You two always be a not
Hey,
there.
bruh, me and Hayden, bruh, we went hard with skipping, but like Hayden would get in trouble for skipping. I never got in trouble for skipping because I was like, I'm always gonna stay up on my classes if I'm about to skip school today. But that was good times, man. I miss high school. I'm not gonna cap. And the only reason I miss high school,
Like, that we still got pulled into drama.
listen,
It wasn't even our drama. Like, I
drama
really got
just
pulled-
follows us, bruh.
No, it follows you, Mr.
It really do just follow
I
me.
talk to you. Like, I don't know why I talk to you half the time. I got attracted to so much stuff.
I would literally be sitting there. We're just sitting there at the lunch table. Somebody just walks up to tell me something, and I just see Monkey's face every time. He's just like, nah,
Not again.
not
Remember
again.
how much shit we got pulled into with your whole alley thing?
Oh my gosh, dude. So Monkey, do you remember Allie?
Yeah. I think
Dude,
of
that
it.
was crazy. Oh my god. Actually, I can't believe I was able to post that YouTube video and she hasn't like hit me up at all
he's
on
gone.
anything or anything. You know what I'm saying? Cuz like bro, I dropped info, bro. I dropped her dad's name. I'm pretty sure I didn't even give her a fake name for that video. So like
No, you said you didn't even feel like
Yeah, I was like,
Well, a
I'm
lot of
literally
times
sitting.
you just put the first initial. of people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
what
yeah,
it was,
usually
right?
that's what I'd be doing because, like, nobody, unless you know who I am and you know that person, you're not gonna know who it is off the first initial. But when it came to Allie, I was just like, nah, I'm not. I can out this chick all day right here, bruh. Oh, speaking of
She
that,
hasn't said anything because she doesn't care anymore.
right? Oh, I
But
hope not.
she's fucking married at this point.
Right? I wonder how that's going too, bruh. I was thinking about when I was
Jesus.
recording the video, I was like, do I try and get in contact with her to see if her life is okay right now? But I decided against it. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Every now and then she posts something on her story.
Oh, you still follow her?
Hey, Hunter,
What's up?
I never blocked her.
do you remember freshman year at all?
I remember some things from freshman year. Mostly like everybody calling me a fuckboy because
Homecoming?
like
You remember who I went with homecoming freshman year?
was her name Logan?
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. I
She
had
was
the
an upper
face in my
classman.
head, bruh. Yeah, I had the
she's
face in
an
my
upper class,
head.
She's like, yeah, she's got a kid
What?
and she's engaged.
Ain't no way, bruh. You remember Spencer? Spencer Richter? Yeah, bruh. So do you know the story behind like why we're not friends anymore?
A little bit. You told me a little bit, but then
Great,
you also
great.
like
I can
started going on other things.
I can tell Cyber about this too. So I was sitting here one night, right? And the night beforehand, he was hitting me up. And I was like, bro, this pod you gave me, this weed pod. I was like, bro, this pod you gave me, it's not working, bro. Like, I've tried everything in my power, it's not working. He goes, no, you're just an idiot. Like, casually just goes, no, you're just an idiot. You need to preheat it. I preheated it, didn't work. I was like, yeah, it didn't work. And hey, you just called me an idiot. Doesn't acknowledge it. So I stopped talking to him for that night. Well, the next day he hits me up on Snapchat, and I was hanging with Sarah, and like I like did the little slide over where you can see it, but I accidentally went into it. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna leave him unopened, and I'm gonna text him after like Sarah leaves, because then I can really get into this. I can really tear into this, dude. And he texts me, and he's like, "You want to treat me like this? Fine, I'm coming to get that phone back that I paid for. I'm coming to take everything back, bro." He's like, "You don't deserve this." I was like, first off, who's paying for this phone? I'm pretty sure since last month, since you're having money problems, I've been paying for this phone, bruh. That's $90 out of my pocket, not in your pocket. I was like, second off, what have you been doing for me lately? One, you tried to get me to move into your house and pay $100 more than you because you want me to have the biggest room. Two, you took me to a drug screening for your work where your work didn't even let me work there. I was like, you're not doing anything for me right now. You're not being a good friend. You're trying to gaslight me, and you think I'm not smart enough to see what you're trying to do. And he's like, whatever, bro. He was like, you're sitting here smoking weed at your grandpa's, having sex at your grandpa's, bro. He tells me all of this, and I was like, yeah, right. I was like, there ain't no way if my grandpa knew all this that I'm not kicked out right now, and he's just talking to you. Why is my playback paused? What is it transmitting audio for? I don't care. That's fine. So I was like, yada, yada, yada. You're literally just trying to
Does he
gaslight me
shower
still.
now? Does he at least shower now?
I don't know.
Dude, I remember the time we came to that lunch table. Oh
Dude.
my god, dude. I wanted to pinch my nose and freaking bleach it.
I don't know, bro. But,
Nah, he always had sweat stains. His
Dude,
hair always looked
Mans was literally like, I'm going into work at 10 a.m. or 11 p.m. and I'm working till 6 a.m. and then I'm coming to school. And I'm like, I don't care.
Okay, but
That is on
That's
you,
why I
bruh. How
started
about
this
you be a normal person and work day hours like everybody else and then still come to school? But that's not the point. The point is, I was like, you're not going to sit here. You're not going to gaslight me. I was like, I've literally done nothing wrong to you. He was like, what are you talking about? We don't hang out anymore. All you want to do is be up Sarah's ass. And I was like, listen here, bud. I was like, we stopped hanging out when you stopped coming to school. On top of that, Sarah has nothing to do with us not hanging out. I was like, it's solely you. Sarah gives me enough time to hang out with anybody I want, bruh. It's my relationship. I told her straight up, I'm gonna hang with the boys when I want, and I'm gonna hang with you when I want. I don't even hang out with Sarah like I could. And then he goes, fuck you, bro, you stole from me, bro. And I was like, what did I steal from you? You're literally pulling shit at your ass. And then he stops texting me. The next day he texts me that he's coming to get his phone. And so I was like, all right, factory reset the phone, bro. I took the SIM card because that's my SIM card. He doesn't need it. And then I put a lock on the phone, right? Listen, bro. I put the lock on the phone and I typed it in so many times that if he messed it up one more time, it was literally like locked forever, right? So I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting mine right now. I'm getting mine. So he pulls up. I throw in the phone, bruh. He gives me my money. I was like, yeah, because there ain't no way I'm leaving here without you giving me back the $90 I paid for the last month of this phone. And in the money, wrapped up, is a card. And I look at it, and I look him dead in the eyes, and just throw it back at him. And I'm like, I don't want this. I want nothing from you other than my money and an apology, and then we can be friends again. Because I was like, this argument has nothing to do with me. I screenshotted our text. I showed all our friends. I said, this argument has nothing to do with me. You are completely in the wrong with everything you've done. And he was like, no, bro, take this, bro. Here, bro. He was like, listen, I want to see you up, bro. I want to see you eating, just not at my table. And I was like, dude, get the fuck out of here right now. Leave before I literally slash the tires on your car. I do not want to talk to you. Leave. So he left, and I took that cart, bro, and I was like, whatever, I'm taking it. I blocked him on everything, right? Or so I thought. I checked my phone today because I have over like 100 notifications through my media and stuff.
I'll be right back.
All right. I checked my phone. Guess who hit me up on Messenger, dude?
Spencer.
Yo, man's literally hits me up on Messenger, and I was like, ain't no way. He says,
I'm like, hey, you want to run Overwatch?
Right? Nah, dude, I thought so. He says, hey, man, it's been a minute, period. How have you been doing, question mark? And I said,
period.
He said, no, just a period, not like period, the word. But, I said, laugh my ass off, nope, and then just blocked him, dude. That's all I did. I was like, nah, I'm not dealing with you. Like, you gotta be fucking with me. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? The only person I don't have blocked, who me and you mutually know, is your girlfriend, and I ended up blocking her the other day, because I did not care. But, I did, and, Spencer's girlfriend, her name was, like, Tiffany or something. Okay. And so, before like that ever came up, before I ever like blocked him or anything like that, like that day, Tiffany had asked me about the passcode, and I was like, yeah, fine, it's 888-999-000, because I was like, I'm not gonna do this, bro. It's petty for me to just act like this. I might as well just let it all go and end it. But yeah, dude, that was like 4 or 5 months ago, and man's hit me up, dude. That was funny. That was funny, bro. He hit me up on October 10th, bro. That was 11 days ago. And I just responded with LMAO, nope, and blocked. I was not about to handle any of that, bro. I was like, nah, on God, not about to have you do me like that. Like, get out of here.
Right. No, that's petty as fuck.
It was, bro. I was like, get out of here. I was about to be like, I'm up, you're down. I'm eating at my own table.
Oh my God.
Oh, it was a good time, dude. Good times. I swear, we've had some crazy little stories to tell about people in our time, and it's kind of crazy because I feel like,
oh my God. No, go ahead.
Oh, I feel like the more we get into, hold on, yeah, no, her dad made her come home.
Why didn't bother drive out here?
I don't know.
This is on top of my door right now in my kitchen.
Show me a stick bug.
I've never seen those. You never seen them very often.
Okay. That's cool.
I'm gonna run down to Gold Star.
All right.
And get some shredded cheese for our soft tacos tonight.
Oh, okay. Be safe. All right. Sorry, my grandpa intervened to show me a stick bug. But I feel like the more we get into like the 20th century, as in like not 20th century because we've already been in it, like the year of 20, so 2021, 2020, 2022 and all that, we just keep getting more screwed up humans, dude. Like,
Exactly.
I've never seen gaslighting be on such a high other than this year, man. You know,
No.
like the Asmaranth or Amaranth thing. He's
Amaranth shit,
definitely
yeah.
gaslighting her to death. I've been gaslighted.
Oh,
I know you've been
100%.
gaslighted. It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy, bruh. And it's for
Oh.
what?
Speaking of gaslighting,
Yeah.
you remember? I don't know if I ever told you about her. My first girlfriend, Michelle.
No, you have not.
So I met her. Let's see. I was 14. I want to say.
Dang.
Um. So we lived on the same street,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't know her. She went to a different school than I did. But one day, like, met her hanging out. I said something fucked. I know I said something like fucked up. So she like punched me straight in the face.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, I deserve that. And then she like walked away. Maybe a couple hours later, she comes find me. I'm like, she goes, "How's your eye?" Because she hit me square in the fucking eye.
Ooh.
I was like, that hurt. You got a good swing, but that fucking hurt. And she goes,
Right.
"Yeah, I'm sorry." And like, she kissed me in the forehead, and that's how we like started dating. So
What the
let's
heck?
see. Yeah, it just kind of happened. But we were dating for like 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, never had any sexual relations with her. All right.
Yeah.
Comes up to me one day and she shows me a pregnancy test. She goes, "I missed my
What?
period, so I took a pregnancy test." Now, mind you,
What?
never fucked.
How
Nothing like that.
How old was she at this time? You're both 14?
We were both 14.
Wow.
Like, it didn't cross my mind that, like, oh, we never had sex or anything. So, like, I'm, like, congratulating her or whatever. We're still dating. Like, totally did not cross my mind.
What? Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, first off, let me intervene for a second. I'm sorry. First off, if it was me and she punched me in the face, I'm immediately out. I'm immediately going off, bro. But then you blindside to the pregnancy test?
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
crazy.
nothing else happened in that time before this.
Yeah.
So, like, she has the baby, and I get to meet the baby. Motherfuckers black.
Oh my god.
I'm like,
well, it's not my kid.
Wait a minute. And then I was like, wait a second. First off, yeah, you're right. We never had sex. Second of all, I'm not black.
I'm not playing.
So, dump her ass.
Shoot.
Turns out I know the guy that she
No
had
way.
sex
What?
with. So, like, I'm talking to him. And, like at this point, I don't care. I literally don't care. If you want to be there for the child, be there for the child. If you don't, don't. It's not my place anymore. I dumped
Right.
that bitch as soon as I found out you're a pretty cool guy. I don't know you personally, but I think you're a cool guy. So, like, that's the last time me and him talked. And she kept trying to get, like, back with me so that she had somewhat of a father for the baby. I'm like, no, this is not my child. It is not my problem. You went and had sex at 14 and got pregnant.
Right, man. Like, idiot.
So she was like continuously texting me. I was like, all right, I'm done with you. Blocked her. Started dating this girl, Scarlett.
Yeah.
And then she found out about that, blocked me on everything. Like, I already had you blocked. I don't care.
Really.
She made a different Instagram account, like maybe a year ago.
Yeah.
Added me on that. Like, didn't have any posts or anything. So, like, I don't know who this is. So, whatever. Didn't add them back. Couple months ago, I get a text from this account.
What?
She goes, "Jason." I'm like, "How do you know my name?"
Oh no.
And she goes, "It's me, Michelle." I'm like, nuh-uh. So, like, I go to block her. But before I even get the chance, she goes, "Please just listen to me real quick."
Oh boy.
I'm like, you know what? Fine, whatever. So, mind you, I'm with my current girlfriend at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting here with my girlfriend, and we're reading the text together. She goes, "Me and the baby are doing fine. Just thought you should know." I was like, okay, don't care. What's the point of this? She goes, "We should try and get back together." I'm like,
Oh my
"Bitch, no.
Right? Like, no.
Don't care. So she is with somebody now that is there for the child.
Yeah.
And like found this out 2 weeks ago. And she
Hmm.
texted me in August saying we should try and get back together. I'm like, have you been with this guy the entire time you've been trying to get back with me? And she goes, no, this is new. I'm like, okay, good. You found somebody for the child. Have fun. I
Right.
don't care. So, turns out she goes to the same college I do.
No way.
Yeah.
Bro, it just
I'm
keeps
hanging out.
piling up.
I'm hanging out with a friend group, and she walks over, and she goes, hey, Jason, it's been a while. I'm like, no. No.
Right, right.
You do not get to come up to me
I'm
and
back.
start talking to me like we're old friends, because we're not. And she goes, well, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me because I go here. I'm like, son of a bitch.
You're following me. Bro, that's crazy.
But let's see, last week, I went home for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And she texts me and she goes, if you're on campus, you want to hang out? I'm like, perfect. No, I'm
Perfect.
not on campus. I'll see you when I get back. So I got back Tuesday,
Yeah.
and she goes, hey, are you back on campus? I'm like, yeah, I am. What do you want? She goes, meet me at Harrison for dinner. That's our dining hall. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'll give her the decency to do this.
Right. Might as well be a decent human
So-
for once.
Right. So I sit down with her and we're eating. We're having a good time. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes, you see this? You remember when we used to do this all the time? I'm like, all right, no.
What was
I
she,
know what you're trying to do.
what was she trying
I
to
know
do?
what you're trying to do. She was trying to get back with me. Like, there was a whole point of this.
No, I
She
meant
was trying
like,
to show me,
what did you guys used to do?
oh, just like date,
Oh.
like normal dates.
Okay.
But I like, no, okay, I see what you're trying to do. I tried to give you the decency to, be a good person, maybe be a friend. But if this is what you're going to try and do every time you see me, nah, you can go fuck yourself. So I finished eating and I left. And she texted me, she goes, that was kind of rude. I was like, no. What you were doing was kind of rude.
Right.
Like, I'm in a relationship, so I try to give you the decency of being a good person for once. And you went and fucked it up. Have a good life. Try and talk to me again, see what happens. Because I play football.
Right.
So if there's something that I don't like, I have the team that will back me up for it.
Of course. Do you play
Like-
football right now?
Yeah,
What? I did not know this.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
We're on break from practices and games until like
Nice.
mid-November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like, obviously, if she just does something, I'm not gonna have the football team, beat the shit out of her. That's not
Oh,
Like, at least-
Kyle.
get her the fuck away.
Just have him like
Because-
make a wall.
Dude,
Right.
okay.
You wanna
So,
come through? You gotta get through them.
me and Sarah, we be going pretty steady right now, right? When I went to Tennessee earlier this month, yeah, I think it was earlier this month or at the end of last month, I'm like sitting there, and at this time she's still in Chicago for the month. I'm like looking at my ring, right? Because I got us matching rings, and I was like, bro, any chick try and flirt with me, I'm gonna show him this ring, and it doesn't even look like a ring that can be an engagement ring, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'm engaged at the age of 18. I'm engaged. Now I can be like, yeah, I'm engaged at the age of 19. And I was telling her about that, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love you so much. And I was like, I don't know what you talking about cute, bruh. I'm trying to see the flutter loose from these women's eyes when I tell them that I'm engaged.
I don't know what you're talking about. Dude. I just want to see those pancakes fly in the wind.
I'm just trying to disrespect every woman that isn't you, Sarah. There ain't nothing cute about it. I don't know, dude. I don't think I ever told you, Sarah. You remember Alex? Cyber, do you remember Alex?
Sad?
No, not sad. The girl I dated, Alex. We used to play Fortnite with
Alex.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first, I think I still have her added on Fortnite. I think I might have unadded her recently. But did I ever tell you why we broke up?
No.
All right, well, Frank. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to bleep this out again. Monkey. Do you remember Alex? This was freshman year.
I think I don't know. There's been a lot of stories, around that time.
Right,
with
right.
me
There was,
breaking up.
hey man, hey man. There was only 2 chicks freshman year, right?
Yeah, but DC like takes a big,
That
big
was
portion of my
8th
memory.
grade. We're definitely about to
Right
talk about.
before freshman year.
We're about to
Right
definitely talk
before
about the
freshman year.
DC trip,
So,
but this
like,
was
that's a big,
that is a big
blocker.
memory. That is a big memory. Everything happened in DC, but back to Alex. The reason we broke up, okay, and like, dude, I still can't get over it to this day. We went to her homecoming, right? And
Oh, I do
it's in,
remember her.
yeah, it's in downtown Cincinnati, bruh. I actually over on Newport. So I'm like, dang, bro. Okay, we walk in there, bro. Listen, pod. Anybody watching this, all viewers, I am biracial. Fair warning right here, right now. We walk in,
I
hella
was gonna say
niggas,
the
bro.
N-word.
Hella niggas, bro. You damn right I was about to say the N-word. Hella niggas, bro. There was like 3 or 4 white kids in there. And I was at this point I knew I was whitewashed. Ain't nothing wrong with being whitewashed in the world, but my school is filled with white people. My whole family's white except for like 2 or 3 of us. And like I walk in there and dude, I'm out of place. I'm talking everyone in here can dance. I'm knowing most songs, bro, but I am out of place. Everybody looking dripped out. I'm just looking white and I'm like, dang, how much longer can I put up with not feeling like I should be here? Like, ooh. So like a week or 2 later, I pondered it and I ended up breaking up with her. And I think we ended it on good terms. I have not talked to her since though. I do not know where she's at. If she does see this, Alex, I'm sorry that's the reason, but that is the reason. Won't ever take it back. I definitely believe it was good to break up with her. A little crazy, but dude, I think I DoorDashed her food once while I was at school. Like I vividly remember. I don't remember if it was her or if it was Allie, but I vividly remember. No, it was her because she was home from school that day and she was like, "I'm hungry," and I was like, "What do you want?" And I just DoorDashed her food, bro. On God, I was a G of a boyfriend, but it didn't matter because I lost that job anyway. But let's talk about DC because Cyber.
You lost the job of being a good boyfriend.
No, I lost my job at Kings Island because I ended up quitting because like they sucked. And plus, coming on Winterfest, I think unless you're 17 or 18, you can't work Winterfest. And at that time, I was 15, 16, so I couldn't work Winterfest. So I was like, I gotta go find a new job, and that's when I started working at Regal. That was a great time. So yeah, I was 15, 16. But Cyber, you have not heard this story about DC, and this was.
Story. Jesus Christ.
Dude, it's not even a whole story. It's an arc. It's an arc in an anime, bruh. I think when was our DC trip?
The Washington arc.
Yeah, the Washington arc, man. So was this 2018? Did we start freshman year 2019? Monkey?
Yes.
Yeah, so 2018. So this is a year before Fortnite came out, so I did not know you yet, Mr. Cyber. But so we're going to DC, right? We're at the junior high. It's like 6 in the morning, or was it night? Was it night when we left? It was night when we left. Was it in the morning? So that.
Because I remember, because we pulled up in the junior high to have all those like 3, 4 nice those nice buses.
Yeah, they were nice buses. So we pull up at like.
Me and you were on the same bus.
We
but
were. I'm getting
me
to that.
Me and Braden were on the same bus, and that is important to know. Me and Braden were on the same bus.
No, I was sitting with Braden. That's
were you on my
yeah.
bus?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
Yeah, but then you moved. Yeah, because you moved when everything started happening.
Mm-hmm. But
You were sitting by yourself.
I did, bruh. But so it's 6 a.m. We get on the buses. We're getting ready to go, bruh. I got my fluffy blanket, got my pillow. We're on the bus, dude. I pass out. Okay. Like an hour or 2 in, I wake up, dude. My head is on my friend Braden's shoulder, bruh. And now I'm getting called by a gay. I'm getting called gay by everybody on the bus now, bruh. And I'm like,
Even though
oh
you're
my
girlfriend.
God. Yeah.
That's all.
Her name
It
is
didn't matter.
Kaylee. Didn't matter. I was getting called gay. I was like, whatever. I don't care. So I had brought a couple movies to watch as well. Tossing them out. We're watching movies. We finally get to DC. And I hop off the bus.
We did multiple stops. We didn't make it.
We did make it.
We had to,
But-
we had to go to walk areas to stretch our legs out.
Mm-hmm. But we get to Washington. And first day's fine, all dandy and great. Mans brings his PS4. His name was Tristan. He brings his PS4 and he's right across the hall from me. And we go in there and we're like trying to get the PS4 set up, bruh.
Yeah, because it was me. Because me and you didn't. I don't forget who you roomed with, but I was
Was
with Aiden.
Tristan Velardo?
Yo, there's no way. How did you? Yeah, Tristan Velardo. How did
The
you?
guy that beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. How did you?
Yeah.
How did you? Oh my gosh, I did not know you knew who that Tristan was, bruh. Dude,
Yeah,
that's
we used to play with him.
We did used to play with him. Yeah, that was crazy. It was Tristan Velardo, bro. He brought his PS4 trying to run the video games, dude. And it did not. Oh, wait, this was when Fortnite was out. Yeah, because he was trying to run Fortnite. But we couldn't ever get that set up. I roomed with Brayton and Ben, by the way, Frank. But second day in, I think. Third day in. I
I'm
don't know.
pretty sure he's still in fucking jail right now, isn't he?
I think so. I haven't heard anything about him. But so we're sitting there. We're in this museum on like the third day, right? And I'm walking around with my girlfriend, and she got her friend Lacey by her side, and then we got our friend Cook there. And we're talking about this kid named Anthony. I forget his last name.
It was Arthur though. What's Cook? I don't remember.
Cook was
ever
there.
being-
Cook was there.
He wasn't. Oh yeah, he was, but he
Cook
kind
was
of
there.
like now, like he was in a different group.
Yeah, yeah. So we're walking around, dude, and Kaylee's telling me about this dude Anthony that I know. And she's like, yeah, he tries to sit with me on the bus and grab my butt and all this. And basically what she wanted me to do is she wanted me to fight Anthony. Okay. And being in
by the
8th grade.
Both of you guys were not allowed to sit by each other on the bus. Like there's.
This was
there
I'm talking about like regular school bus rides, not to
Oh well, you said
Washington.
Why is you bring that up now though? If we're on the.
no, because at
No.
this time in the story, we're in the museum. Frank.
No, I'm telling you though, we were always on those buses with the teachers on. They didn't let.
Anthony
whole
did
thing-
not go with us to DC.
No, I'm saying the whole trip though. So this was before the trip. I didn't know. I was told wrong.
I'm just talking
I was
about
told
on
that-
regular bus rides. Because Anthony rode our bus. He would try and sit with Kaylee and he would try and grab her butt and try and do
Yeah, I
other
was-
things.
Told that was someone else. There's a whole nother story with
I'm telling you my side and then you can tell me your side. Like, like we got this ain't no interrogation.
Oh no, someone was saying that it was the right, like the morning bus.
Yeah.
We're saying it was on that bus. that
It probably
someone
was,
behind
bro. I don't remember.
her. That's
I
what
don't
was saying.
remember. I'm out of high
You
school.
go on.
Anyway, her whole point was that she wanted me to fight Anthony. Okay. So I was like, screw it. I mean, I guess I'll fight Anthony, bro. He's really about as scrawny as me at this time, so I'll rock him. I'll fight him. I didn't have to. 30 minutes later, bro, everybody's phones are blowing up. Anthony was stuck at the school because he didn't want to go to Washington, and so was this nigga named Gael, bro. And Gael is black. Apparently, Anthony had called Gael a nigga or a nigger. I don't remember which one it was.
No, it was hard R.
It was hard R.
Hard.
Wow, hard R. And
And Anthony's white.
Anthony is white, yes, and
Okay.
Gael is
Gael.
black, and Gael beat the ever loving shit out of Anthony. Like, no videos ever got produced. The only thing I ever got to see was a photo of Anthony and blood just running down his face, bro, and he's screaming.
No,
So-
did you hear how like his nose was broken in so many places? Like,
Wow.
his nose was like people started making fun of him, saying that his nose was never gonna heal.
Dang, bro, that's crazy, bro. But like, so that happened, and I'm all getting happy. I'm like, dope, bro. I don't even gotta like kick his ass now. Like, his ass already been kicked, and then Kaylee's over here feeling bad for him now. So in my mind, I'm like, hold up, why have we done a whole 360 from you wanting me to fight this dude to now you're feeling sorry for him? And so we got in an argument about it. And really, I was in the wrong, bruh, because I was getting super heated over it, even though it was nothing really to get heated over. And she ended up breaking up with me on the DC trip, bruh. It was crazy. Was super depressed, but I couldn't be too depressed
Then
because
Sterling got dragged into it. I
Sterling got dragged into it. Everybody knew about it, bruh.
We
So,
all got dragged into
Yup.
that mess.
so a couple things happened that night when we got back to the hotel. One,
And
Mhm.
Arthur making, not Arthur. Who was? Someone was making accusations of me like liking Lacey and all that.
I don't know. It might have been Cook or something. But gosh, I hate how we had so much drama in 8th grade. But so that night at the hotel, there was
I mean, to rate that, my bad.
nice, you're
I
fine.
had it.
But so that night we're having a party at the hotel, bro. And like I'm just walking around, you know, I'm kind of moping around, and then I see Gabe, right? And I see our friend Ethan talking to Gabe, and Gabe's under this table, and Gabe is bawling his eyes out, bro. Okay? And me being a smart 8th grader knows anybody sees Gabe bawling his eyes out right now who's not his friend, he's about to get bullied for it the rest of this trip. Can't let that happen. So I walk up to him, and I'm like, Gabe, I'm like, buddy, Bubba, what's going on, home? And he's, dude, through teary eyes, bro, he's like, my grandpa just died, man. And I'm like, damn.
Oh, it's at this point. I do
Yeah,
remember.
bruh. I was
Yeah,
like,
okay.
DC trip. My nigga's grandpa dies. So, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm comforting him. I'm like, it's going to be okay, bro. He's in a better place. You need to buck up. You're on a DC trip, bro. You need to go in there. You need to have some fun, dude. And eventually he did stop crying. He went in there and he had some fun. So after that, you know, after I helped him out, I was just feeling like I was still sad, bro. I was like, damn, I just got broken up with, bro. Like, this is some crap. So I'm sitting at like this table, you know, I'm like drinking some pop. And then
Are you talking
Sterling,
about the dance area,
yep,
like
I am
that?
talking about dance
Yeah.
area.
Okay.
Sterling then walks over and he's crying. And I'm like, what happened with you? And he looks at me and he's like, don't kill yourself. And I was like, whoa,
Wait, what?
what is going on? Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what's
Wait,
going
what?
on? He's like, people are telling me that you said you're gonna kill yourself and you're one of my best friends. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, Sterling, we don't even talk this much, homie. But okay.
Yeah, you know you're
He
told
said,
to say
"Don't
that.
kill yourself."
I don't know, man. I don't know if he was told to
Pretty
say
sure-
that, but I was just
no,
like,
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure he was
no.
told to say that because I remember, I
Uh-oh.
think it was me and Arthur. Arthur grabbed me, and goes, "Hey, yo, follow me."
Hmm.
We followed, and like Shirley was perfectly normal and calm. I
Mhm.
don't know, and then he was like talking to Cook, I think. I don't know. It was a whole mess. Like Shirley. and
It was
Cook were
crazy.
talking a lot.
but I did let Sterling know I wasn't gonna kill myself, and he was like, all right. And so then, you know, now I'm walking around again. I spot this chick. Her name is Maya, and she's sitting at a table all by herself, looking alone and depressed. And you know, biracial me walks over there. Ho, 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 ho. What's up, girlie? What are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm just hanging out. You know, I don't really feel like dancing. And I was like, what do you mean, bro? This is one of our like last nights in DC, bro. You gotta be grooving. You gotta be having a good time. And so we're sitting there talking and all this, blah blah blah. And like, she asked if she could touch my hair. And at this time, the way my haircut is like it floofs up in the front and then it just kind of lays down everywhere else. So I was like, yeah, sure, you can touch my hair. Didn't think anything of it. So after the dance, I go back to my room. I go to bed. Wake up the next morning. I've got a voicemail. I'm like, what the heck is this? I play it. Niggas are dying of laughing. Dying of laughter. Hunter. You turned Maya bi. And now I'm dying of laughter. I'm like, hold on. What? So I call my boy Brayden and I'm like, what is this voicemail? And he's like, dude, he was like, Maya was talking to us last night and you turned her bi, bro. Like, she was a lesbian and then you talked to her last night and now she's into you. So then I'm laughing and I'm like, dude, my hair can turn chicks bi. And then they're dying of laughter, bro, because I told them what happened. I was like, I swear to God, it can only be this hair thing, dude. And I think I dated her for like 2 weeks, because Maya wasn't really my type. She was a little redhead. That was crazy, though.
And what's wrong with gingers?
There ain't nothing wrong with gingers. She was just a redhead. She just wasn't my type. She kind of looked like a frog, too. No offense to you, Maya, because I did see her at Five Below like 3 or 4 weeks ago. And 8th grade me and current me look completely different. So I don't know if she recognized me. But if she ever does, like, check out this YouTube video. I'm sorry, Maya. Wasn't nothing personal.
And I saw Kaylee not long ago.
Yeah, you
That's
saw
how
Kaylin. You told me about that.
At Target, I don't know if she recognized me, but she was hard staring at me, so she must have.
Right.
Yeah.
Should have been like, oh my gosh, we're at the gym. Me, Will, Ethan, we're at the gym, dude. We're working out, and Will's on one, like, workout machine. Then right next to him is Ethan, and then right next to him is me, right? And this dude's walking around the Planet Fitness like he's coming around to our side. And so he's hard staring Will as he's walking by, hard staring Ethan as he's walking by, and then right before he can like see me, there's a pillar. So I'm like, I'm about to stare right after this pillar and pray to God me and him make eye contact, dude. What happens? He walks by the pillar, immediately makes eye contact with me, and then just immediately looks away. And I'm dying of laughter in my head, dude. I was like, God, I love catching people staring at other people, bruh, because it's so awkward for them. They're like, oh no, I've been caught. And then in my mind, I'm just like, ha, you've been caught. That was a good time, dude. I don't know. People are strange. Really, people do be strange. On some
I'm
other
not gonna
type
lie.
shit.
I think for me and you mainly though.
Dude, Dylan Berman just
I think
followed me on
it's
Instagram for the second time.
Our freshman and sophomore year was kind of crazy. I know mine was.
Who the heck is this ugly woman?
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh.
This dude.
Dude, Dylan, Dylan, what's up?
I'm about to send a verification code for the channel. I need you to accept it.
I got you.
And then, or tell me the code, or whatever the code is.
48, 55, 95.
Gotcha.
Got you, huh?
Alright, that should let me into the channel now.
Who is this? Trinity? No idea who you are.
Wait, Trinity who?
No last name. I just know that she's dating Dylan Berman because he just literally added me on Instagram for like the 4th time. Or followed me. He followed me 5 days ago with Fishing with Dylan and then just followed me again today with Berman.Dylan. And I'm like, what is you doing?
One for fishing and then one for him.
Like, why? I don't talk to you anymore. I'm dating your ex. We're in such a better relationship. I have, ever since Sarah has told me how her and Dylan's relationship went, I have had no respect for Dylan afterwards. Because, like, it was crazy, dude. Because the reason me and Dylan stopped being friends was because, well, every time I went over to Dylan's house, bro, like, all he wanted to do was fish. And so all I wanted to do was play video games. And so we just stopped hanging out. So I'm talking to Sarah about him. And she's like, yeah, me and his relationship wasn't the best. For one, Dylan can't handle a chick who has any mental problems at all. Straight out telling Sarah one time, how am I supposed to be in a relationship with somebody who can see things? As in, like, Sarah can sometimes, like, see stuff. And I'm like, wow, okay, that's real insensitive, bud. I was like, I'm pretty sure most of the girls in this world are fucked up nowadays, so you're not going to really find anybody who's quote-unquote stable-minded. Nobody in this world is stable-minded, so you need to calm down there. And then, this nigga would throw fits if she didn't want to fuck, bruh. And, like, she tells me that, and boom, instantly hits me, like, flashbacks of Allie, dude. And I'm like, this is the male version of Allie. Like, what? What is going on here, bro? I'm not throwing no fits when my girlfriend don't want to have sex, bro. I got a right hand for any time I please, bro. Like, it's a plus that I can stick it in something. How are you gonna sit here and whine like a baby when your girlfriend doesn't want to have sex, bro? It's like, nah, bro. You a bitch for real. On God. Relationships ain't just about sex. So much
Hunter,
more.
we might need to change the name.
Why?
Well, looking up the Cordcast podcast, it just completely does not show up.
I think it's because we don't have a subscriber yet. Because I was trying to link it. I was trying to link the podcast with, like, to my channel as well. And it wouldn't look up. But when I linked my channel to the podcast channel, it looked me up. And then when I was looking up, like, the Cordcast podcast, there was nobody on there that showed up with 0 subscribers. Like, they at least had 1 subscriber. So I think for us to be an official channel, it's got to have at least 1 subscriber. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Either way, I will always put the link in my bio for every YouTube video, so people will be able to find it. But, like, yeah, I changed it so it said the Cordcast podcast. And it's still hard to look up. I'll figure it out, though, Cyber. If we do need to change it, we will change it. But, dang, man, you guys got anything else to talk about? How's your guys' weeks? I got a crazy story from this week. Do you guys have any crazy stories from this week?
We're killing Tommy. It's a turkey.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're killing Tommy?
Well, as in me and my dad are gonna kill Tommy. You go before Thanksgiving.
Oh shit, that's right. Gotham Knights came out today.
I heard about that, and I've actually heard great things about it.
Yeah, I've heard good things. I just haven't heard anything about like the combat system.
I heard it's multiplayer.
I think it is supposed to be, yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, sorry, I
group
started
chat I'm in
texting.
is messed up.
Why? Oh my
Oh my
gosh, I got a
God.
story about a group chat too, dude, when you're done.
Oh no, topics just changed, right? They're talking about one thing, and then now they're talking about like who needs women. Like I don't know.
Who needs women? Like they're like women suck.
Well, one put this like famous chick, and
Yeah.
she's like posing like in one of her models, and he
Oh,
goes, "That's
gosh.
my girlfriend." And then
Okay.
this one guy goes, he was like, "No, it's not. You're gay." Like, I don't know. Then it's to who needs women. I don't know. That's the better of it. It gets really bad.
I'm looking at my brother's Snapchat story, bruh, and
Man,
what the heck? What the...
I don't know why. Like I heard keys bumping again. It's not
Dude.
that sounds like.
Dude, you're not gonna believe what I just heard. I'm just going through my brother's like Snapchat story, and I was like, "Oh, is this like two kids fighting at the school?" They're talking about like Leafeon in my mouth, and I'm like, "Leafeon's a Pokemon." And then this kid like opens his water bottle. The other kid comes up and just smacks the water, and they're all like, "Oh!" And I'm like, "What the? What are you doing?"
What grade is he?
Oh my gosh, she's only in 6th grade, but do you know the 6th grade got moved to the junior high?
Yeah, it's Little Miami Junior High. It's 6th, 7th, 8th now.
Yeah, that was crazy, bro. I was like, what the heck?
It's too big. Like we have too many kids, students, whatever. You wanna
Yeah,
call it.
we are growing at an alarming rate. But
Oh, before you get into your group chat story, Hunter,
yeah.
why don't we talk about DC and Marvel real quick?
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, because Black Adam comes out, what, the 28th?
Today, it's out.
It's out today.
Yes, it is.
Well, and then you got Black Panther coming out November.
I know
Okay.
they went the comic book route. I'm pretty sure, and I'm so happy about that.
For Black Adam or Black Panther?
Black Panther.
What do you mean they went the comic book route?
Do
But
you know? Okay,
Shuri.
so
You mean Shuri becoming Black Panther?
yeah, his
In
sister,
the whole-
in the
I
comic book, his
don't-
sister became.
I don't believe
Yeah.
it's just gonna be Shuri. I think it's gonna be
No.
Shuri and another
I think
chick.
it's-
And I hope Riri, all I hope is that Riri Williams, Ironheart, does not don the Black Panther suit. Okay? I can accept it if it's Shuri and like another chick and they're
Yeah,
both
it's
like
just gonna be her.
alternate
Only
through
one-
it.
Only one person.
You don't know that. You don't know that, bro. They could do that because guess what? Marvel likes to retcon. You ever watch Miss Marvel? Marvel retconned the entire show, bro. And I was like,
No, I didn't watch it because they messed up her powers.
listen,
so I
they
didn't
didn't mess up her powers.
They-
What they did,
Are you no?
no, what
They
they
made-
did,
They made her.
they made her
It's not
different.
her powers.
No, they made,
They
yeah,
made
it's not her
her-
powers.
They
Don't
messed
say
up her
that. Don't say
powers.
that. But I mean, you can't say that. But you could say that, Cyber. But what I was gonna say is the reason that they retconned her powers, they didn't mess up her powers. They know exactly her powers. They retconned it because they don't want people to be like, why does she have the same powers as Mr. Fantastic? When really, if you look at how she fights and how Mr. Fantastic fights, they're two different fighters. Mr. Fantastic is all about stretching and everything,
why I
but
don't
she's
care.
about enlarging, bruh. And she can also shapeshift. There's so much more to her powers than stretching.
Yeah, I guess what? They messed up her powers.
They did,
Um,
but it
The
was
only
good.
reason
And I
I
don't
say
like
she's
that.
the only reason I say she's a mutant is
That's what they
because-
called her at the end.
Yeah, they said that it awoke in a gene, and then it played the '97 X-Men.
Yeah, when they did that, bro, I'm not gonna cap on you. I got really hyped. I was like, oh yeah, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, so did I.
I was like, first mutant, okay, but
And then they confirmed Namor is a mutant too.
yeah, that was crazy. I have
I'm
a
like, okay, I was
dude.
like, okay, thank God.
I'm at work the other day, right? And I'm talking to my coworker Will, and first he goes, I don't need to watch the Miss Marvel show because she was in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And I was like, you need to shut up. No, she's not. I said, that is America Chavez. Her name is America Chavez. I said, her and Miss Marvel are two different characters. And he literally goes, how? I'm like, how? I'm like, how? I turn around to the wall. I said, look at this wall. I said, if Chavez was to punch this wall, there would be a multiversal dimensional star in this wall right now that you could walk through. I said, if Miss Marvel was to punch this wall, it would shatter, bruh. I said, that's how they're different. America Chavez isn't even a human. She's an alien. She travels through different multiverses. The other one stretches. I don't know how they could ever be more similar. And then, like, I'm showing him, like, the Miss Marvel photo, and he's like, look, see, she's got the Thunderbolt. And I was like, bitch, Chavez has an American star, not even American star, a star on her shirt. They are not the same. And he was like, oh, okay. On top of that, he did not know Namor.
They're both in the
Dude,
sky.
he did not know Namor was the main villain of Black Panther 2. He goes, I hope they put Namor in Black Panther. I was like, dude, he's the main villain. Have you not seen the trailer? I was like, do you think there's just a random dude under the water and they're not going to name him Namor? I was like, you literally saw Atlantis. How are you going to sit here and try and... Oh, my God. It had me messed up, bro. I was like, there ain't no way in hell that he actually didn't think Namor was in it.
Back to the Black Panther Riri Williams shit. They showed her in her Mark 1 suit.
I saw that. I saw the photos for that, and like, wow.
Did you see you saw the new trailer though, right?
I have not seen the new trailer. Oh, where she's flying? Where she's like flying and she goes, woo-hoo! Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. But
I'm
with the
done
Black
watching
Panther,
trailers. I like watched the first trailer, and I was like, you know what?
After Multiverse of Madness, I was like, I was like, I gotta be hesitant when watching these trailers because they can spoil the whole movie. You can't sit here and say that they did the same thing for Spider-Man: No Way Home because we spoiled that whole movie, the whole community.
We spoiled it.
We
before
did
the
it.
Trailer came out.
Like we did. We were all in that. We literally hyper analyzed everything. It was such a fan service movie, but it was a good fan service movie. Now, Multiverse of Madness. You can hate me all you want. I didn't like it. I actually thought it was boring. And this is why. The Multiverse of Madness. Not a montage of different multiverses. Not one multiverse where we sit there for 40 minutes and drag on the movie. Multiverse of Madness. Do you know how they could have fixed this movie? They could have kept the whole same premise of the movie, except instead of making a montage where they're just flying through different worlds, it's Wanda going into herself in different multiverses and them going through all the multiverses fighting her until eventually they got to 838. And then like the movie ended there.
Before Sam Raimi came on to
I think it was right. I think it was better with Sam Raimi off.
It was the main villain of the movie wasn't even supposed to be Wanda. It was supposed to be Nightmare.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did you hear Mephisto? Mephisto has been confirmed.
Mephisto is going to be in
Ironheart. Like, that was crazy. I was like, what? And the guy from Borat is playing him. I've never even seen the Borat movie.
Yeah.
But everybody I tell about that, they're like, oh, he's going to do such a good job. And I'm like,
oh, yeah. There was so many
I don't know how I feel about She-Hulk.
I liked it. Have you finished She-Hulk yet?
I have, yeah.
I don't know. For one, I thought it was stupid how she went to Kevin and how Kevin was a robot, how she just changed it.
Kevin literally wrote himself into the MCU as the highest arcing being.
Wait, I'm not against some of the things I guess she took out, but it was just stupid and it just made no sense. And it was just kind of like, there's no good, I'm not gonna lie, I just didn't like the action. There's like no action scenes to it.
So
I agree with that.
They nailed how she looked. Nailed how she looked. I like how they got her shoes, her outfit. Like they.
This is how I feel about it.
but
I feel like this first season was like the first comic of She-Hulk, where it's Jen Walters not wanting to be She-Hulk, but now
But
having to
she
live with the fact
accepted
that she is
way
She-Hulk.
before the
Hold
end.
on. Let me finish. I think the second season, we're barely gonna see any of Jen. Like she's gonna start doing comic book wise, where she's always in She-Hulk, and we're gonna start seeing a lot more fights, and we're gonna start seeing the superhero side of the law. Okay. Now for the ending, I love the ending. Okay.
I do.
They took the
Ah.
fourth wall breaking to a whole nother level, and I mean this is beyond Deadpool level, dude. Like until Deadpool 3 comes out, this is the best fourth wall breaking I've ever seen in my entire life.
And She-Hulk, they do it differently, like completely different. How
They-
they break the wall, they do it completely different.
How so? How
Because-
so? They both know they're in a TV show.
Yeah,
or in a
have you ever
movie.
played on the PS3 the Deadpool.
I'm
game?
not like listen.
No,
I'm not gonna get
She-Hulk,
into
no.
them being different because Jen doesn't even really break the fourth wall in the comics. Like I think that's just something good
Yes,
that they
she
added
does.
into the show. I don't know. I don't read the She-Hulk comics. I don't know what she be doing. I mean, I don't know.
Deadpool and
No,
She-Hulk,
the
two characters that break the wall all the time, but they do it differently. 'Cause
yeah.
Deadpool, he has the two voices in his head, and like
Okay.
they even show that in the video.
Okay.
in the-
Movie
yeah,
wise, they are the same
They have-
fourth wall breakers.
but they talk to the fans a lot, yes, but they do it differently because for She-Hulk, she does it as in like explaining what she wants for her show and how it's supposed to go, and basically explaining things and how they go, and like to show her like she's kind of confused too. And
one of
Deadpool's
the
wall
comics-
breaking is more of like a joking lies, like kind of him talking in his head,
Right.
and we're kind of just following him along. Like when he talks to people, making fun of people, like and She-Hulk, she like steps out of the scene, kind of. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I get
she,
that.
Like, basically, and like when she's breaking the wall,
She's like
everything's
breaking
paused.
character.
everything's paused. So
Right.
like basically the whole show paused. When Deadpool breaks the wall, it's still going on. Like in the movies, when he breaks the wall, I don't know, he gets hit. Because
Yeah.
he doesn't pause his movie. Like he actually he basically ruins himself in fights. Then you just start talking to other fans, and then gets hit. While She-Hulk pauses her whole show. So technically she's not breaking character. It's more of a clicking pause while she's still talking.
I
Then
get
she goes
that.
back.
I get that.
They do it completely different. Deadpool does it in the moment while she does it at her own time.
Right. I get that. I totally get that.
I'm
Like,
pretty
you-
sure with the Disney Plus thing, they literally took that straight from one of the comics. Because doesn't she go into like her comics writer room and say like the
Yeah,
exact
She
same
ripped
shit?
through it. So what they do is like you know how basically she went to the Disney Plus homepage.
Yeah.
And she like in the comics there's literally a page and it looks like she's ripping the comic book, like ripping through the page.
Dude, when they were
like,
literally
They literally just copied it. So instead of her going through a page in a comic book, she went to the Disney's homepage to go to the thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like they took it out of the comic book, which was a great scene, but it was kind of just meh for how they did. Like I don't know, and they
Yeah.
do it way too often. She just like
Yeah.
you're not supposed to break the wall that many times as she does. Like she stops and just explains everything. It's like I don't need everything explained.
I get that. I mean, like, I kind of get that. At the same time, though, like, I liked when we were sitting there and she was like, wait a minute, why hasn't the show ended yet? Oh, is this like where we're gonna get the big reveal of like the villain? Okay, I'm down for that. I like that. I like that she did that. That was
But
good.
in the Deadpool movie, he's in his clothes and he goes, go, shh, go. Like, see, they do it differently. Like, she's saying what's coming while Deadpool's like, go. Like, they just do
Right.
it differently. I
They
didn't
do it
mind
differently.
that, but I'm talking about throughout the show, she pauses the show so many
She
times.
she does
I
do it a
don't
little too
watch it.
much.
Like,
Hey, man.
when Deadpool breaks the wall, it's enjoyable because everything's still going on. He doesn't pause it. He's going with it, and then literally 2 seconds after he's talking, he gets smacked by a bus or punched in the face or shot.
Right.
While She-Hulk is pausing everything and making you kind of just sit there and wait for her to shut up.
I get
Yeah.
that. Moving on from the fourth wall breaking, because we could go into that for hours.
Hmm.
I don't like the way Scar looks. Okay,
Nope.
I've talked to people about it, and I guess technically in the MCU right now he would be like 10 years old, but he literally looks like a Gen Z, bruh. Like, what is going on with the hair?
A lot of
Like,
people are saying that they're gonna change how he looks.
I hope
Yeah.
they
There's
do.
only a sneak peek- Like,
But
like people are saying it's like Sonic. Remember, like, do you remember what? The
Oh
first
my
original
gosh,
Sonic
yes,
was?
I do, bro.
Yeah,
We
they-
bullied Ice Street. I wish we could bully Nintendo into changing Chris Pratt, like making him change voice actors, because I don't like Chris Pratt as Mario. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
cap.
mind it.
I
don't mind
It sounds like
I
Chris
don't like-
Pratt, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was there for the premiere of the trailer. I was so hyped, bro. It comes on, dude. I'm watching it, and it's just Chris Pratt.
Bro,
I hear a little
literally-
bit of Italian. Other than
Go
that,
ahead.
it's just Chris Pratt.
Show like that, movie like that.
Dude,
It's of course it's gonna sound like the acting.
nah,
Like,
it's
people
just
strap-
because
it's like, that's like you're acting like the people that give Ryan Reynolds crap for, because when in any other movie that Ryan Reynolds in, people say it's stupid because he's acting like Deadpool, which people just don't understand. That's his personality.
that
That's just how
well,
he-
yeah, that's just who he
That's
is,
just
okay?
how-
But this
that's just how
isn't
he-
this isn't a movie. This isn't a movie where Chris Pratt gets to play him. This is an iconic movie that we've been waiting years for. We already have the voice actor for Mario who has voice acted him for years upon years, and they're only putting in Chris Pratt so they can get more money. If they put in somebody who's done animated movies before, I would be okay with it. What has Chris Pratt ever been in an animated movie other than the Lego movies, and he's
What if
using
it
his
was Ryan
own
Reynolds?
voice?
Are you fine with that?
No, if it was Ryan Reynolds, I probably still wouldn't like it. I want.
He's in the Lego movie. Ryan Reynolds is in the Lego movie. He's a voice actor.
Where's Ryan Reynolds in the Lego movie?
Search it up. He's in the Lego movie.
Dude, nah, there ain't no way. I'm looking it up. Hold up, there ain't no way.
He's in the Lego movie. He's a voice actor in the Lego movie. So what's wrong with that?
You're not listening to what I'm saying. I can't type. What I'm saying is that they're using Chris Pratt for money.
Chris Pratt's in the Lego movie.
I'm about to get to that. Hold on. Surfacing a franchise
you
film with shoutouts and
did.
references is no longer anything new. Ryan Reynolds has practically staged a career renaissance out of it, but the Lego 2 comes with a unique advantage with huge scale, reaching anything of it cute. What? This didn't tell me what I wanted to know. What I'm saying is I wouldn't want Ryan Reynolds to play him either, because it would be the same thing. They are using a mainstream actor right now to get more money towards the movie. If they use somebody who is good at voice acting, like how Tara Strong came out and said that it's not right that they're picking anybody
Right, you know
else
that
than the
actor Will
person
Arnett,
who's
right?
been.
Will Arnett.
Can I finish?
I'm just saying.
Can I
you know,
finish?
Yeah. You know how many times Will Arnett voice acted Batman in an animated film, and he did good. It didn't
Yeah.
it didn't sound exactly like Batman. It didn't. Like you could tell it wasn't one of the Batman actors, but it sounded good enough for.
Yeah, and I would be okay if Chris kind of sounded like Mario, but he doesn't. He sounds like Chris Pratt with a little bit of Italian in him. Like Jack Black? Jack Black is Bowser? Oh my gosh. You can hear that he's prepared for this role. You can barely hear Jack Black as Bowser in this movie, okay?
Yeah, you
But
know,
all
you
I
know,
can
you
hear
can-
is fully hear Chris Pratt.
You can tell that it's Jack Black. Jack Black is one of the actors. Like I'll give him credit. He is funny. I don't know if you ever seen his TikTok page.
Oh, I love his
But he is
TikTok page.
Funny and cringy.
He's funny as fuck.
And that's just you can tell it's him though. Actors sound like themselves. I don't know what you want. Like Tom Holland.
Well, I told you
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
want.
yeah.
I want the American voice actor who has been voice acting Mario for years on end to play Mario. I don't want him to have a small cameo in it, and I don't want Chris Pratt to play it. I want to hear Mario. I want to hear Mario. Dude, if they put a voice changer on Chris Pratt, I wouldn't care as much. I would not care as much. If Chris Pratt actually tried, like he said he was going to actually try, I wouldn't care as much. But he doesn't have any voice acting under his belt. Acting and voice acting are two different things. Chris Pratt has voice acted in 2 movies where he did not have to change his voice. It was just his regular voice. Any other voice actor who's voice acted in more than 2 movies could come up with a better voice for him. That I'm just saying Chris Pratt is not qualified enough to be a voice actor in a movie where you require a different voice. Because it takes years upon years to be able to change up your voice, and it's crazy, bro. Let me put it like this.
You know, he's been in like 6 movies, and there's been some big movies he's been a voice actor for.
Let
Okay?
me put it like
I just
this.
want you to know that.
JJK0, the voice actors for JJK0 got paid $100 for the whole movie. $100. That is way below what voice actors should be getting paid. Bayonetta 3,
Pratt was in, he
the
voice
chick-
acted for Lego Movie, Ben 10, Garfield,
Ben 10?
Onward, the
What?
Lego Movie.
Onward, he used the same voice. Lego Movie, he used the same voice. I've never heard him in Ben 10. And I've
Oh,
never
you
heard him
really-
in Garfield.
I think he was in the older one. He might. I know he's gonna be in the newer one. I don't know who he's playing in the newer Garfield. He's gonna be in the newer Garfield movie.
It's just like,
out.
when this movie comes out, if all I hear the entire time is Chris Pratt with a
You know
little bit of Italian, I'm gonna watch it. Oh, I'm watching it no matter what. If Seth Rogen is playing Donkey Kong and Jack Black is playing Bowser, I'm watching it no matter what. I'm down. I'm all for it. But I'm not gonna like Chris Pratt as the voice actor, and that's probably why I'll give it a 9 out of 10 rating when it comes out, because literally solely of Chris Pratt. That's it. Now, if Chris Pratt does good, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. If he does mildly good, I will give it a 10 out of 10. But if it is just Chris Pratt's voice, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Alright, but you know Italian is one of the hardest things to sound like. I'm part Italian.
Oh yeah, bro, Mamma Mia, pizzeria. Like, yeah, I'm a part Italian too, and I can't do it. Like, fettuccine. Like,
I can't even sound Italian. Yes, I talk with my hands, so that's where people, you know.
right, get the Italian.
But like, my mom can barely. Like, my mom can roll her R's and everything.
Yeah, see, like, you get how it's so hard to do it. And if
Like-
you're trying to be faithful to these movies and trying to appeal to the audience, why would you not get the actor, the voice actor who, yes, dude, of course he wanted to do it. He literally had to take a small cameo in the role. Like, he was so heartbroken that they didn't come to him first to play Mario. And he's been doing it for over 35 years. Like, I don't think man would stop. I'm pretty sure he said he'd play Mario his whole life. And it's just crazy to me that Nintendo was like, yeah, man, we're trying to make this great movie. It's going to be so good. This movie's going to trump the live action trash movie that we've made. And then they don't even bring in the voice actor who has played Mario for years on end. Like, what is the thought process behind that? I'll tell you what the thought process is behind that. How do we get more money? Put Chris Pratt as the main actor. Even Luigi sounds better. Luigi, bruh. This green-haired fuck sounds better, bruh. Like, god damn it.
I mean, the 67-year-old, I know that's who you're talking about. He's not even Italian, actually.
He's not, but he plays a great Mario voice. But anyway, let's head over to Black Adam, because I have some things to talk about Black Adam. One, we
I'm
cannot get...
Kind of excited to see it.
I'm excited to see it too, but this is what brings down my excitement for it. One, if you know who 3 Seat Films is, I usually watch his video because he gets to go see it like the night before it premieres and stuff. He loved it. He loved it. He said, one, The Rock does not make a ton of faces in this movie like it's The Rock. He's going to make the same face literally the entire movie. And then he said, two, this is a superhero movie that should have came out 15 years ago. He said it is a cliche superhero movie. He didn't say that was bad. Okay, cliche superhero movies can be great, you know? But he said this is definitely a movie that should have came out 15 years ago. He also said there's a lot of action in it, but like it gets slow. And then you want to be like, man, when is he just going to punch a guy again? And then he was like, then when he does finally punch that guy again, it goes on forever. And he loved it. He also said that people were comparing the Atom to Deadpool. And he was like, I kind of get that because their masks look the same. He was like, but the Atom is a completely different character from Deadpool because he is the... it's not that he's serious, it's that he's the new member to the team and he's the one always cracking jokes. And so yeah, he's gonna mess up and be like that. And I guess that's where people are finding the comparison with how his mask looks like Deadpool and how he cracks jokes. But you're always gonna have to have a guy in the movie that cracks jokes. Like, you can't get past that.
A lot of people, I just love the copies like of DC because like I don't know if you like. There's always you get DC characters. There's always a Marvel to a DC.
Yeah, like Man Thing and Man Thing and
Deadshot
Swamp Man.
Because Deadshot and Deadpool,
Yeah.
those are the two.
No, I don't see Deadshot and
is-
Deadpool being a copy of each
No,
other.
that is the top.
I
that
see.
is
I
the
don't-
DC to
Like,
Marvel. I'm
see,
telling
I
you.
can't. I know you're telling me
I
it
see
is,
it on
but
the
like,
I see Death.
Oh
I
my
see
God.
Deathstroke as more of Deadpool.
I see
more
Deathstroke as
Deadpool.
more Deadpool too,
There's
but
nothing
it's
wrong with
also like they don't have a copycat for Deadpool in the DC universe because one, Deadshot's whole thing is that he never misses. Okay, you don't see Deadshot use no sword or anything like that. His whole thing is that he doesn't miss. Deathstroke, yeah,
but
Deathstroke
you
is
know
a
in the
more.
in the comics though, Deathstroke's he has one of his main weapons is a sword.
Oh my
You know
God.
that, right?
Wow, I was just about to say that Deathstroke was a
Yeah.
better copy because he uses a sword,
That's what I was
but
gonna say. I meant Deathstroke. I don't know why I.
but
I mean,
Deathstroke.
and then you
he's
see, like,
serious. He's a
Deathstroke is
serious
compared-
guy.
yeah.
But you
Now-
compare like more of the Deathstroke Deadpool. Even their
Like-
names are kind of similar, like
No,
Slade
because
Wilson
that's
and
the
Wade.
top-
That Wade Wilson and Slade Wilson, yeah, I think that is where the
Martin
copy
Slade,
is.
that is the copy. It's
If
Deathstroke
you-
and Deadpool.
If you want to do a real good copy, Black Spider from DC Spider-Man. It is the same character.
Yeah, but Marvel
But
definitely did it
again,
better.
like,
Marvel
the
did do it
DC
better.
and Marvel copy is it's not always they're not supposed to be the exact same. Like Superman and
No,
Iron Man aren't the
yeah.
exact same, but
They're
they're
not-
copies
right.
from
How are they copies
They're
of each
kind-
other? What? What?
like, and then Captain America and Batman. They're the
what?
Batman
Bro,
is
bro, what are you saying right now?
No,
One's a
on that
detective, one's a super soldier from World War II, the other one's a raging alcoholic that nobody likes, and the other one is an alien from Krypton that everybody loves. Where are the similarities?
On that point, it's Batman, Iron Man, and like maybe Captain America, Superman. But even that might be too far of a stretch.
Like, yeah, like the only copy that Batman and Iron Man have is that they're millionaires. Only
those
copy.
two.
And their parents are dead.
And their parents are dead. Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
but-
that's most of the heroes. Like, shout out to my boy Peter Parker.
Also look at their position
Uh,
in like look at Batman's position and look at Captain
Like,
America's
what,
position.
what do you mean? What do you mean? Captain America was like the first Avenger, bro. He's the leader. I wouldn't even say Batman's the leader. Superman's the
There's an
leader.
argument for leaders. A lot of people say Iron Man's the leader,
He's not.
but they're actually co.
Like in the comics, I can see Captain America and Iron Man being co-leaders.
No, in the movies.
In the MCU, Cap took the reins.
Mm,
He did. The only thing that Tony ever did that was really him
Fine.
being the leader was when he took the nuke into
in
space.
the movies.
In the movies,
were-
Cap is the one
they're
always telling
co-
everybody what to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's why Civil War was a movie, because they didn't want to become co-leaders until after that.
That wasn't it.
After that, they were co-leaders.
No, the whole premise of Civil
Like,
War was
yeah.
one wanted superheroes to be regulated and one did.
Well, I know.
Right. That was
They
literally the whole
also-
promise. Like,
The leader.
and then
the
after
leaders of
after Civil War,
Iron
the
Man-
Avengers broke up.
American leaders.
They broke up. Now, like, if you want to say Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, they were co-leaders. Yeah, they were co-leaders. They definitely were. But they both died. Excuse
Well, they
me.
died for different reasons. Iron Man died for saving. Captain America died being happy with the love of his life.
Captain America finally
Yeah.
deserved to die. Like, they put that man through too much.
Mhm.
But I definitely... Can you hear me still? Yeah, you can. I definitely believe Black Adam will be a good superhero movie, but it's gonna be a generic superhero movie, and, like, we can't get on DC for that,
Yeah.
because, like, I mean, there's not much
No.
you can do. DC needs to start doing what Marvel's doing and building up
Yeah.
their characters. Like, we had this conversation the
DC
other day
really
at
has
work.
to start rebuilding.
We had this conversation at work the other day. The reason that DC's animated universe is so much better than their cinematic universe is that they flesh out their characters. Like since I think like what 2014, maybe a little bit before that, they've been on the timeline for the animated series, and they've been fleshing out their characters just like Marvel's been doing with the MCU. But then you come to the side of cinematic universe on DC, and we got Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, Wonder Woman, and then boom, they just dropped Justice League out of nowhere. No Aquaman movie, no Cyborg movie, no Flash movie. Batman didn't even get a
Aquaman
movie.
is actually-
And then
Yeah,
after
like,
Justice League, they came out with
before-
Aquaman.
or out after Justice League.
No, I was saying the movie was good though. I did like that movie.
It was
I like
good.
Aquaman.
It was good, just like how the first Wonder Woman was good, and Man of Steel was good. But we barely knew some of these characters coming into the movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't know who the hell Aquaman was yet. We didn't know who Cyborg was. We
No,
didn't
I
know
was
who
thinking
Flash was. And it was like, wow, bruh. Like, Marvel took 10 years to come out with the Avengers just to flesh out all their characters. And you're coming out with the Justice League in, like, 4 years' time. And, like, it's just not as good. Not only did you drop Zack Snyder, who made a way better cut of the movie, who had way more fleshed out characters in that movie, but you just kind of threw Justice League at us and expected everybody to be okay with it, even though you haven't put the build up and time into Justice League that Marvel put the build up and time into Avengers. Like, you could see,
Like I would have been fine. if they
You
just dropped
could-
Avengers 'cause I
right.
did the comic.
you
Like,
could
I would've known
see
all the characters.
you could see where Avengers was going, because it was going towards the Infinity Saga. We were in the Infinity Saga. You could see what they're building up to. And then when it came to the Justice League, even in the Snyder Cut, it was like, here's your villain. Here's the next villain that we're trying to build up to. And then they just dropped the whole project.
Right.
The MCU's kind of they're good at keeping secrets.
MCU is good at keeping secrets,
Mhm.
but
Not gonna lie, I was thinking
well,
about-
we
Hold on.
already
What
knew
about
that Doomsday was coming in.
what about Batman and Moon Knight?
Batman and Moon Knight?
Batman and Moon Knight. I could
See-
I could see them being similar due to their like combat styles.
I
I'll say
know
like-
people find comparison in them with Mark Spector's alternate ego of billionaire. And then that's where it's like, oh, that's how they're similar. Batman's a billionaire who beats
And
up criminals, and this is Moon
And
Knight,
with Leather-
billionaire
this
beating up
Moon Knight
criminals.
thing, how he- when it comes back to him, is kind of just similar. Like
Like
how he throws
Batarangs.
his- Yeah, like they fight similar. And
Yeah.
They
okay, if you
definitely
wanna be
do.
nerdy, I mean, if you look at their suits, you can kind of see some. I mean, I know
There
it's
are
not
similarities to the suit,
not
like the
the
symbol in the
suit,
chest.
fighting. They got their symbol, and they also have their symbol in the sky.
Right.
But,
They got their sky symbol.
with recent
so-
comics on Moon Knight, they've been really, I guess they've been really trying to stray away from him being like Batman, because, you know, now they gave him multiple personalities, and that's what they went with in the show. And I'm okay that they went with the multiple personalities in the show. I'm not okay that Jake Lockley was the post-credit scene, and we are not set to get Moon Knight season 2. That
Well, to be
that
fair,
made me
Jake's always been-
that made
Jake's
me
always-
give, like, yeah, I know Jake's always been there, and then when we went to the underworld,
well-
Jake was in the third coffin, but they could have showed Jake way earlier. We could have seen Jake's
He did,
suit.
he was in the one of the- You remember when he looked in the mirror
Bro,
and he started talking to this alternate ego?
That was Mark.
that?
That was Mark
yeah.
and
If you
Steven.
Through the mirror, there's a smaller mirror, and there's Jake sitting there with a serious face, just listening and watching them. He was
Okay,
in the third mirror.
okay,
and he was
that's
just standing.
that's cool. I'm not gonna notice that. What I'm saying
Yeah, they didn't want you to
is
because
that
it was early.
What I'm saying is that why did they not pull out all the stops when they knew this was going to be the only Moon Knight show that they were going to make? And then you're gonna-
Hold on.
What?
So before you keep going,
Yeah.
you said that Marvel is good at keeping secrets.
Somewhat.
On the topic of secrets, we have leaks for Daredevil,
What?
Spider-Man 4.
Wait, what's your leak for Spider-Man 4?
A lot
Well,
of
this all
Spider-Man
con-
leaks are fake,
it all
I'm not gonna
connects.
lie.
It all
I mean,
connects.
Oh,
It all connects.
I don't think that's leaks. I wouldn't
And-
call that leaks.
Well, rumors, whatever.
Right.
But Oscar Isaac has confirmed that Moon Knight will be getting a season 2.
Oh, I heard
Okay.
a movie was being made.
Okay, they're not going to make him a
Well,
movie.
he was down for a movie. No,
Oh, of course he'd be
The
down for a
actor said
movie.
He was down for a movie. He will be featured in Secret Invasion as well
Really?
as Kang Dynasty.
That's good. Oh, does that mean
Yeah,
he's not
he-
going to be in Secret Wars?
It's possible that he won't be, but it's possible that he will be.
So to your Spider-Man Daredevil, I know what you're talking about, how Daredevil will directly connect to Spider-Man 4 and then they're taking Spider-Man back to street level fighting and Daredevil will
Yes.
be in it, which probably means that Kingpin's going to be the villain. I did hear that. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say that is nor a leak or a rumor. I think that's just Marvel like telling us where they're going with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
But
cause, what's up?
I just
I-
can't wait.
Daredevil and Spider-Man have already had their little meeting in the MCU.
Right.
With Murdoch being Peter's lawyer.
Right.
Now with No Way Home, they had everybody's like, mind wiped.
Yeah.
So when Spider-Man sees Matt like fighting or whatever and then reveals himself, do you think that's how people start remembering who Spider-Man is?
I don't think they're gonna ever. I don't think there's ever gonna be a
Remember
way
who
to revert that everybody's gonna remember who Spider-Man
They
is.
know who Spider-Man
And I don't that
Everybody-
be Peter Parker knowing like people knowing who Peter Parker is Spider-Man. I
At
don't
least,
think
like the heroes.
Spider-Man's
or
I don't
shit like
I don't
that.
think that's ever gonna revert. I think what's gonna happen is like Matt and Spider-Man are gonna meet, and then Matt's gonna take off his hat, and then Spider-Man's gonna be like, "You were my lawyer," and he's gonna be like, "What are you talking about?" And then he's gonna be like, "Never mind. Hold on." What?
This stuff's down wherever you want it.
Copy that.
You just do whatever you want. It'll be here all night.
All right.
A
Sorry.
couple people might actually.
Like,
a couple people might know. Who
I don't think it's ever gonna be reverted. I don't think
Because I
everybody's
feel
ever
like
gonna remember that.
they have to do something with Zendaya's character and remembering who Peter Parker is.
that was.
I don't-
that-
Do
be
you
the
see?
first
I don't
one.
know. I think they need to stop with Zendaya, because at the end of the movie, it's really showing that Peter's growing up. And the complaints mostly I've been hearing about the Spider-Man trilogy right now is that it's not Spider-Man. Like he's always got somebody there helping him. In the first one, it was Tony, and the second one, it was Nick Fury, and the third one, it was Doctor Strange. By the end of the third one, Peter is on his own. Like, we're seeing true comic book Peter. He's in the rundown apartment. He's trying to get his GED. He's made his own suit. And I think they will not ever bring back the old characters of the Spider-Man show, of the movies, unless they're to bring, like, MJ becomes a reporter, Ned becomes Hobgoblin. I don't think they're ever going to do anything with them other than what they have done now, because they were building up to Spider-Man being on his own. I think Gwen Stacy's coming into the picture, or hopefully Black Cat comes into the picture.
Well, and then you see what Sony's doing with their like Spider-Verse. It seems like they're building up to a Sony Marvel like crossover Spider-Man film.
I would.
Because the
Love
scenery of
that.
where Spider-Man's at right now.
It's not even
Yeah.
that. Like, have you been
Well,
hearing
because,
who's in?
I mean, if you look at if you ever played the game, that's where he starts to train Miles Morales is during the winter, in the city where he lives in that apartment.
I've heard that they found their actor
So-
for Miles Morales, but I don't think Miles is going to be in the next movie.
Well, a
Because
lot of people are saying it's gonna be Venom since his
Nope.
like,
So-
partner got left behind,
so
but I think they're delaying
this is
it.
also what I've heard. They are not putting the Venom suit in Spider-Man 4. They are leaving it for
No.
Secret War. They are leaving it for
Yeah.
Secret War.
'Cause
Yeah, the
that's
next-
gonna make him stronger.
Which I'm cool
What it
with
seems
that.
like they want to do is have after Secret Wars, the next big villain for the MCU is Null.
No, really. I was
Yeah,
thinking
the
it was
king
going
of
to
the
be
symbiotes.
Doctor Doom. Oh, no. Oh, and then they do. Oh my gosh! Then they would do the They could either Oh, I know exactly what they would do. Then they would do the assault on New York then with the symbiotes. Okay, I know exactly what
Yeah.
you're. I see where you're going with that. That would be crazy. I would enjoy that.
Because after the events of
But-
Secret Wars, Earth is left basically defenseless because it's one big Earth now, not
Right.
a whole bunch of like multiversal Earths. It's
Right.
just plain 616. So with the symbiote being left at the end of No Way Home, and the rumors now is that Peter Parker won't get the symbiote suit until after Secret Wars.
I'm thinking it's
what
gonna happen
they
in
seem
Secret
like they're-
Wars. Like he's gonna get
What
it in
it seems
Secret
like
Wars.
they're building up to is like a big, Zol's the main bad guy with Peter Parker's corrupted symbiote suit being like a pseudo type villain.
Wow, that would be crazy. Bringing up Noel, they took his sword. They took
Mhm.
his sword and they've already put it in the MCU. Are they gonna bring back the sword and actually give it like the symbiote type? Because I'd like to see that. I would love to see
With
that.
with Dane Whitman, is that what you're talking about?
With Dane Whitman? No,
Black Knight,
no, I'm not talking
whoever,
about the Black Knight
or
sword. I'm
yeah,
talking
whoever
about
Kit Harington played.
Thor 4, the sword that the God Destroyer uses. I forget his name. That's the symbiote
Oh yeah,
sword.
yeah.
That's the symbiote sword from Noel. I wonder if they are gonna bring Noel back. Are they gonna have Noel get back the sword? Because that's
Oh,
Noel's
God.
whole character, the God Killer sword. That is Noel's whole character right there. Is
And
that
then
he
fought-
literally killed the Celestial, the Nowhere Head. He beheaded that with the sword. Are they gonna bring it back? I hope they do.
It's possible that we do see it again in the
Yeah, because
second
that sword
Turtles
can't. I
movie.
mean, well, maybe though. I don't know, because it was destroyed. So unless someone,
Oh, it was destroyed, wasn't it? Crap.
yeah, so unless someone gets it from a I don't know.
Well, see,
It's
that's where
possible
Noel could
that
come
they
back
could
and
start.
reconstruct
Yeah,
it. Noel could
Yeah.
reconstruct it.
it's very possible that they start
But
building
it's
that
hard because she
in the
trapped
second
pieces in
Celestial
her
movie.
hammer. No one. Well, you'd have to find, um, female Thor's hammer. Where did that go?
I think it's still in the realm of eternity. Because now
Because
eternity
that has-
isn't a person,
because that has-
eternity's a realm.
Yeah, because remember, he trapped pieces of the sword because he couldn't rebuild it because she trapped it.
Right.
Someone would have to find that hammer, break that hammer, and then they can rebuild. The
See,
sword.
but
Taylor
Noel
sword is
could do that.
rebuildable,
But Noel could do that.
but you have to find the hammer.
That's true, but I believe Noel could do it. I believe they could
That
do
makes
it.
so many.
I mean, it just depends if they have like if they can find the hammer, break the hammer, and then
Mm-hmm.
still have the handle of the sword.
Right.
So you have to find the handle of the sword, find the hammer, break the hammer, then you're good to go.
Right. Oh, Russell Wilson hamstring is questionable and a game time decision for Sunday's game. Well, that sucks for Russell Wilson, nerd, shown to left. Freaking
If
trash
you
man.
if you think about it,
He's
Noel is basically indestructible.
Basically,
Like he's been around for 13 billion years.
and doesn't he not have the same? Other than fire, I don't think he has the same weaknesses as the symbiotes. Like, I do not think supersonic sounds hurt him. I think it solely is fire. I could be wrong on that though.
Because
Uh,
in
'cause it-
in the comics, when Gore steals his sword,
yeah.
Noel is the one that kills Gore and takes it back. Now in the movie, the sword's destroyed.
Right. I think I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think they're gonna. I know people are really doubting the MCU right now because, well, you know, all the controversy behind the VFX artists and all that, and how they're trying to
Yeah.
bump out so many things. But Marvel is coming back. They're like, okay, well, we're gonna delay this till 2025. We're gonna have this come out at this time, so they're like bringing it back. But I think the Kang saga is going to be 10,000 times better than the Infinity War saga. Don't get me wrong. I love the Infinity War saga. Oh my gosh. Best thing I've ever seen come out of cinema in the past 20 years, and I'm only 19. I love it. I think it's great. But I always think Marvel's going to strive to do better. And that's why they're like, oh yeah, we're going to bring out Secret Wars. We're doing Secret Invasion. But I don't think everybody should be getting hyped for Secret Invasion for why I think they should be getting hyped for Secret Invasion. Because it's not going to be like in the comics where Skrulls are attacking Earth, bruh, and they're going ham and we're trying to figure it out. No, this is an espionage show, bruh. Like, we're not about to see a lot of fight scenes. This is about to be like a spy type show, and that's where I think people need to lower their expectations for Secret Invasion. But when it comes to Secret War, that needs to have bigger hype than Endgame and Infinity War had, because it has to go so much harder. It has to exceed both those movies, and I think it can.
I
Well,
mean, the
here's the
reason
thing,
that
Marvel's
Secret
smart.
Invasion, the reason that Secret Invasion is so hyped right now is because this is the next big crossover that we're getting before Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars.
Right? I mean, bro, it looks Oh my gosh, first
Well, I
trailer
mean,
looks
just- I mean,
immaculate.
look at Marvel's track record of they know how long. Like, look how long they ran on the regular, Iron Man and the Captain America movies, and they ran on the Avengers. Look how long they ran on those, and they
They
were smart about it.
did run it
because
on long.
they were smart about it though, because of how they released them, and then they started like releasing other different movies about characters and bring in
excuse
characters.
me.
Like, they just rode on that for a while, but they didn't overdo it. Like,
That's
there's
true.
not. So I'm not gonna, because a lot of people are worried about when Iron Man 3 came out. They're like, oh gosh, they're still going on with him, but they're just.
I
trying to set
enjoyed
up
Iron Man 3.
No, I was just saying, like, some people worried about how, like, what they were gonna do after Iron Man 3. And then they started the Avengers. Then they started with the Thor movies. Though. Like,
No, wait,
they were
no.
smart
Avengers
about
came
it.
out before Iron Man
No, I know.
3.
They were worried
Okay.
that they were gonna continue with Iron Man. 4
Okay, I
and
see what you're
going with
saying.
The Avengers.
Yeah.
But like, what they did is they just kept on. Then they made the Thor movies. Oh yeah, let's show about this guy.
Yeah, and
and
they made
just
Civil
were
War.
going
They kept
with
building
Like,
it
so
up.
basically, between the Avenger movies, they're kind of releasing just movies about characters.
Mm-hmm.
Then, like, they were just smart about it, and then they stopped
They're
writing
very,
on
very
it.
smart about it.
And
What
then they
I've been
started making those. Like,
What I've been hearing and what I'm thinking is going to come true, they're setting up the Young Avengers. I'm thinking the next Avengers movie we're going to get, not the Kang Dynasty, Avengers Kang Dynasty, not Avengers Secret War. The next Avengers movie is going to be the Young Avengers. And I think that's going to consist of Kate Bishop. She's probably going to be the leader because she's probably going to be the oldest. Maybe Skull. Or whatever his son's name is, Scar. Whatever Hulk's son's name is, Scar. I think it's
What
going to
about
consist
She-Hulk?
of, hold on, because this is the Young Avengers, so these are kids. So we're going to have Riri as Iron Man, maybe Young Kang, because Young Kang did take up an Iron Man mantle at one time, and he was a leader of the Young Avengers. Kate Bishop, Scar, Miss Marvel, and Infinity, the chick from the end of Thor 4. I think she's going to be a part of the Young Avengers as well. And she's a whole new character. She's literally been
Yeah.
retconned into the movie, so.
What
Well,
about
wait, so you
America
think
Chavez?
Love and Thunder ain't gonna last?
No, Love and Thunder has last. I think Love is going to grow up and Thor's going to be like, I think you should join the Young Avengers to protect Earth. I think that's how it's going to go. And then we're going to get old Thor, and Thor's going to die. I do know Thor's going to die, and I hope they bring in Crocodile Bill as the new Thor. I'd love to see that happen. But I don't believe America Chavez is going to be in the Young Avengers, no. I think she's going to be, like, our next Doctor Strange type character, where, like, she comes to the 616 and is like, hey, I need your help in this multiverse. Possibly. She could be a part of the Young Avengers. I'd like that, too.
I understand that, but you got like still got the Guardians of the Galaxy. Still got them that travel.
Oh, have you not heard the rumors of the third one?
I know. I heard some.
A lot of them, a lot of people are going to
A lot of
die in
them are gonna
Guardians of the
die.
Galaxy.
A lot of people are gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
gonna
thinking
end.
Drax. I'm thinking
They-
Groot too, because I know
No, I
Omega.
don't think him,
Well,
because
here's the thing.
He's a kid. He's a teenager.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When Vin Diesel was asked in an interview about his Guardian 3, that's fine. But I'll tell Cyber this. That's fine. But when Vin Diesel was doing an interview and they asked about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, all he said was Omega Groot, or whatever like the most powerful version of Groot is.
Mhm.
So I'm definitely thinking Groot's going Omega level and dying in the next one. Maybe Drax too. They said they're expanding on Rocket's backstory, so maybe Rocket dies.
I feel like instead of Groot, like I agree with Drax.
Right.
I think that with them going into Rocket's backstory, I think he's going to die
Oh, I
protecting
swear.
the group. I think Rocket's gonna die protecting the group.
I don't think
I
he's
could see
dying.
that. I could.
Like instead of
Because
Groot,
Groot
I
already
think
protect
Rocket.
them dying. Groot
I think-
protected them dying the first time, so I think it's gonna be them protecting Groot.
With Adam Warlock potentially
Yeah,
being
he
the
is.
main villain,
Oh,
being the main villain of the story.
yeah.
I think Rocket is going to get past all of his greediness and all that and die protecting the group.
I think it's gonna be Peter who dies, specifically to Adam Warlock. I think Peter is going to die.
I think the final battle of the movie is going to be Peter versus Adam. Like Peter's celestial powers get awakened somehow, and
Did they retcon that in the comics? Was he a celestial being?
in the comics he was still the son of Ego.
All
Yeah,
right, cool. That's crazy, dude. That would be crazy. I can't. I've been saying it for a while now. When Adam Warlock gets put into the MCU, he's the new strongest character in the MCU because he's one of the
He's,
strongest
uh,
characters in the MCU because he shit on Thanos. I mean, utterly
A lot of people
shit
have.
on Thanos, and that was crazy.
on your I think Peter's gonna die. I think what they're gonna do is after Peter's celestial powers awaken, it's gonna seem like he dies, but we'll see him again in Eternals or Eternals 2.
I did not like the first Eternals movie. I'm not gonna.
Me
cap.
either. I did not like. It was one of the worst.
I didn't finish
Yeah.
it. I didn't even finish it. I
It
was
one of
like,
the
I'm
worst
good.
Marvel movies I seen. I'm not even gonna lie.
It really,
Even
it
after
is
credit-
the
it
worst
was the
Marvel movie
worst
I've ever
movie
seen.
and the worst after credit scene.
Now, did you guys hear about the
It was- I
Blade
hate
stuff?
The after credit scene. I was hoping the after credit scene would help.
What do you mean? It brought in Blade. Blade was literally the guy talking in the background.
I don't think he's talking about that after credit. I
Oh,
think he's talking about
The,
Pip and Star
First-
Fox.
oh, I didn't even see that after credit scene. I'm not gonna cap.
no, like yeah, that's what. I don't know.
Yeah, they
Like, I was like
them and
hoping. Oh, like at least the after credit scenes bring this movie up. But then that was the first after credit scene. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Like this is like the worst after credit scene. And then
I- I like what they're going to try to do with Pip and Star Fox. Like I want them to be in the MCU.
I have no idea who
But-
Star
this
Fox
felt
is.
forced. This
Star
felt
Fox
forced.
Star Fox is Thanos' brother.
What? I'm looking him up. Hold up. Was he shown
it
at the
felt
end credit
forced.
scene?
Yes.
He was shown. Yeah, he's played by Harry Styles.
Oh, that's who we are talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
The after credit scene.
That after credit scene. Yeah, that's crazy.
I am excited to see Dane Whitman and Blade again, though.
Yeah, I like the Black Knight character. I think he'll have a good little intro into the MCU. Did you hear the rumors around Blade? Not even the rumors around Blade. Did you hear what happened with Blade?
Yeah,
That
It's
was
not looking good
crazy.
for Blade right now.
Well, I mean, at first, I think it's looking better for Blade because at first, when they were talking about it, they were like, "Yeah, we got rid of this director because there was 2 fight scenes in the whole movie." And in my mind, I'm like, "Hold on,
yeah,
we're bringing back Blade. Hopefully, it's rated R. Probably not. We're bringing back Blade. We just introduced the monsters of the MCU with
probably
Werewolf
wouldn't
by
rate it.
Moon Knight, or Werewolf by Night, or whatever
Yeah.
whatever that was. We just introduced
And
all the
Man-Thing.
monsters, and you're gonna give me 2 fight scenes? I
Yeah.
could go back and watch all the Blade movies and swear to God, there's more than over 100 fight scenes. Probably not, but close
you hear-
to it.
Did you hear the rumor to what Blade's supposed to set up?
No, what's this supposed to set up?
It's supposed to set up an MCU version of the what's it
Oh,
called?
Midnight Suns?
Midnight Suns. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, I would love that. I would love that so
Like-
much.
it's supposed to include Wong, Black Knight, Elsa Bloodstone, Blade, Moon Knight, Werewolf by Night. Man Thing is supposed to play a cameo, and then Ghost Rider, and I want to say the other one was Daredevil.
I know. I heard that Ghost Rider's supposed to get brought into the MCU.
So,
Yeah.
on the topic of the Ghost Rider, because I
How
have
long are
another
your
thing that goes into
podcasts
that,
are
we
gonna
can,
be?
dude, we can go for an hour, bro. I don't even know how long we've been in this.
It's been over an hour.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah,
That's
heck
why I was
yeah.
asking.
I don't
We've
care.
been Editing for like a week.
I'll be fine. I'm not gonna have to edit a lot of this. I'm not gonna cap on you.
Right?
'cause-
You have to leave out
Yep.
dumbness.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna have to bleep out my dumbness and we're good. But I hope the Ghost Rider we get to see is Rami Ramirez. I think that's how you say his name.
from Agents of Shield.
Yup. But this is so I came up with like what I would want for the Ghost Rider show. Okay, and it was
Well, did you
it
hear what
was
they're doing with Quake
I did
from
not.
Agents of Shield?
No,
Chloe Bennett has agreed to come into the MCU.
that is good. What I want
I liked her as Quake.
what I want for Ghost Rider, first I want a show. I do not want a movie. I want a fleshed out Ghost Rider show. Okay? And this is how it would be. It's Rami Ramirez, right? Okay? He's a street racer, as he would be, because we need his car to be in this, right? He
Mhm.
lives with his uncle, and his uncle is in a gang. Okay?
Right.
Now, his uncle's gang is slaughtered by a whole nother gang, right?
Mhm.
Raimi comes home, sees this, and then guess who pops up like 2 days later? Nicolas
Mephisto.
Cage. Nope, Nicolas
work
Cage
too.
as Ghost Rider, bruh. And he's like, "You want revenge?" I forget how Raimi's whole backstory went, and like, it was his uncle that was the Ghost Rider, right?
Yes.
So there's two ways this could go. One, he finds that all his uncle and everybody's dead, and Nicolas Cage shows up a couple days later and is like, "Do you want revenge?" Because the whole thing behind Ghost Rider is that he wants revenge and all that. And then he gets his
Mhm.
powers from Nicolas Cage, or Nicolas Cage is his uncle. He comes home, all the gang is dead, but his uncle is standing there as like the Ghost Rider. He then denounces his power to him with the promise that Raimi will find and avenge the gang, and then that's how the show goes. I don't know who the main villain would be. That's just how I think the first episode would kind of go out, how it would flesh out. All I really want is just to
Well,
see
the thing-
Raimi Ramirez as Ghost Rider.
The thing about
Well,
Ghost Riders, obviously he doesn't target anyone good if only
yeah.
bad people. He's
Right.
him and Deadpool are hand in hand. They don't. Take
Deadpool
innocence,
doesn't get
but-
like killed by his hell stare. Deadpool's like one of the only people who can look into his eyes.
Yeah, but Ghost Rider's also one of the only people that can actually kill Deadpool
Right.
because he can bring him to
Dude, there was so many like
But the
powers
thing
I
about
didn't know Ghost
if
Rider
they
had.
Do it is if they can go, the whole route of how he's on a motorcycle and he does the dirt bike stuff.
See,
and
that's why I
like,
want
But I don't want them to do
Raimi
that 'cause that's
Ramirez.
how Nicolas Cage got.
That's
I
why
want
that's why I
them
want
to-
Raimi Ramirez. Raimi Ramirez
So-
is the Ghost Rider with the muscle
Yeah.
car.
So
Well-
they could go the muscle car right, but I don't know. Everyone likes the bike and the chain. Like that's Ghost,
Doesn't
Yeah.
Raimi have a chain?
Yeah, but everyone likes the bike.
I get ya.
Ghost Rider is like when you think Ghost Rider, you think the bike. You think the
You think the
skull
bike, yeah.
flaming, the bike on fire. That's what you think of.
Right.
Because like the original Ghost Rider, he was on a horse because there was no.
No bikes back then.
And the new like most Ghost Riders are on bikes. Yes,
That's
Ghost Rider,
why.
I hope they stick with the bike.
That's why I was like, I want Nicolas Cage to come in, because then we could get that little cameo of the old Ghost Rider, and we get to see the bike. But then we're like, look, here's the younger Ghost Rider, because then this Ghost Rider could also be a part of the Midnight Suns and or the Young Avengers. That's why I want Raimi, because Raimi would do so much more.
If they put Ghost Rider with the event, it's just not gonna work.
And I mean, it's probably not gonna work, but the whole fact that he can travel, he can like teleport and stuff through his chain and stuff, that would be a very viable option for the
Oh, and
Avengers.
I
and
know,
let's
but
take
I'm
a
not saying he
look
wouldn't
at-
help, but I don't think he'll.
I'll
That's
look
not
up
Ghost
right now,
Rider's
like Raimi's
thing,
powers. Hold up,
Well, look
what was that?
at. It's a good question. But let's take a look at Ghost Rider's like main villains right now. So you got Nightmare, who was rumored to be the original villain of Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness before Sam Raimi took over. You have Zadkiel, who has never been once mentioned outside of comics.
Oh,
and then you
Robbie
have
Reyes
the-
is his name. Robbie
What is
Reyes,
it?
my fault.
But then you have
He already
Mephisto.
fought Blackheart,
who's-
so I don't want to see Blackheart again. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be mad if I saw Blackheart again, but
But yeah, his Ghost
Oh.
Rider's main three villains are Nightmare, Zadkiel, and Mephisto, who's being introduced into the MCU with Ironheart. So it's very
I know-
possible
'cause, like-
that we could see like a Ghost Rider type Easter egg or something with
I would be
Mephisto.
mad if I saw Zarathos or however you pronounce it, because that's who's inside of him.
Yeah,
Like that's inside like Johnny Blade and all that. Like I wouldn't be mad to actually see him again. Like, yeah.
This doesn't help me
it's,
at all.
it
with
is
Force
possible
powers.
that we see a bunch of like these hell demon villains through Ironheart because the show's been talked up to be a magic versus technology type show.
Who are we talking about? For what? What show?
For Ironheart, because it's
Oh, for
possible
Ironheart.
with Mephisto being introduced in Ironheart, it's possible that we see some sort of
Ghost
Yeah, I
Rider
wanna see
cameo.
cameo.
thing.
Mephisto. Yeah, I want to see Mephisto since that is his main-
Mephisto.
strongest villain. Like that's his
Yeah.
main, like that's his biggest arch enemy. Like I wanna
Ghost
see
Rider's
him-
biggest villain is Mephisto.
Yeah,
Is
I wanna
Mephisto,
see-
yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh.
want to see him.
I definitely think Mephisto will come back. He won't get defeated in Ironheart. I definitely think he'll come back.
I
And that
don't
would
think he's
actually,
gonna be like fighting in Ironheart. I
Right.
think we'll see
I think
him
he's just pulling
give
strings.
his powers. I think we'll see him give the powers to the Hood,
Because you have
and
to
like
get someone like
that's
that,
almost all we
because-
see of it.
like, that's the one thing I didn't like about because she's like indestructible. Like she literally flew through 2 ships and everything, and like none of her villains really had a chance against her. It was mainly just
Right.
herself. It was her mind. And so when you get people like her and Ghost Rider,
it's a
you
formidable
have
battle.
to give them a strong villain. Because
Right.
it's
Mhm.
just not like Deadpool. They gave him it was the collar was the biggest thing that canceled his powers, and then the cancer started to kill him. And,
Right.
then he they gave him an actual thing. Like they gave Deadpool a easy way to lose. Like it was
Right.
really easily. Well, like you got Miss Marvel just flying through 2 ships, flying around. It was just in her mind. That was her only thing. But that couldn't beat her. It just slowed her down.
Right.
Like I was kind of like, well, this is kind of meh. I know how this is gonna end up. She's gonna win. There's
Right.
not
Well,
anyone
I mean,
strong enough in
usually-
this film that's gonna
Usually,
beat
unless
her.
it's a show, we're not gonna know. Well, we're usually if it's not a
Yeah,
show, we're
right.
gonna know that the superhero's about to win it. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
don't
but
ever
I
really
mean,
see a
like,
movie when
it's-
they lose.
Iron Man. Look at Iron Man. How many times has he lost a fight and almost died? Like you know what I mean?
Like
Think
twice.
How many times he lost?
Oh wait,
Well, let's see.
like twice.
He almost
Like, in all the
died
Iron Man movies,
in his
he almost
first
died.
in his
he almost
first
died.
fight with Whiplash. He almost died.
He did,
Yeah,
but
like-
that's because
And
this is a normal dude we're talking about. Like Carol Danvers
And
has
his-
some incredible powers.
Ghost Rider
Right.
almost lost in the movie when it was Nicolas Cage, but he almost lost. 'cause
Right.
They made him
did.
fight an opponent that can beat him.
Right.
I definitely think
They
for
didn't
the
do that with Marvel
Marvels,
in her first movie.
I
It was just-
think
I get why they didn't do it, but then again, it was kind of meh because it wasn't. So if they bring Ghost Rider into the MCU, I want them to bring him in another villain that gives him a run for his money. And when
see.
they bring Marvel back, I want them to give her a run for her money. I want to bring.
I think they will give her a run for her money in the Marvels because that's gonna have Miss Marvel in it, and it's gonna have the other black chick who now has powers in it. I forget her
Monica,
name.
yeah.
Thank you, Monica Rambeau, and Ironheart.
Flying through, because the whole point of her is when she came to the Infinity War, she was like, "Oh, I was fighting other battles," because I get it, because Earth is one of the luckiest
Right.
planets on like they have protection. She goes fight other things. She's
Listen.
singly defeating a bunch of armies. Like
Right.
she is unstoppable.
On the topic of Mephisto and Ghost Rider,
I wouldn't be mad if her and Ghost Rider.
I
fought each
wanna-
other, to be
I want to call it right now. The Ironheart post-credit scene is us looking at like us watching Mephisto and him saying something along the lines like the new Ghost Rider has been born or some shit. And then like we see like a motorcycle tire ignite or like a muscle car tire ignite and then boom, the show just ends. That
That
That would be a
good way to
great
introduce. That would be a good
post-credit
way to
scene,
introduce.
Ghost Rider,
Rider.
right? And then
Yeah.
oh shoot, what phase are we in?
I want a bike. I'm not.
Phase
in-
6?
I'm not against the muscle car, but I just.
We're
want
in
a bike.
phase 4 right now.
Are we in phase
Ironheart
4?
Will be part of phase 5.
Wow, okay, so phase 6, because they already have out phase 4 and 5. Phase 6 hopefully starts off with Ghost Rider. I can take a movie or a show. If Mephisto is going to be the main villain, I can take a movie or a show. Much
Oh, you
rather
see-
kind of want a movie, but I can take a show too.
What Marvel's doing right now is they're moving away from the shows and doing more what they're doing with Werewolf by Night
There-
and
'cause
making
there's the
them
whole thing
special
about- 'cause there's-
presentations.
still there's
Ah,
something
yeah.
getting talked about.
See, I know when you guys are talking about like the big bad of the next phase, I think it's Doctor Doom. I
Okay,
think it's
very
going to be
possible.
Doctor Doom
About.
because Fantastic Four
I want to see him.
Fantastic Four starts off phase 6, right?
Right.
Right. So Fantastic Four starts off phase 6. I don't think they're going to introduce Doctor Doom in the first Fantastic movie. And if they do, I don't think he's really going to fight the Fantastic Four. I think they're going to have a
Here's-
different villain and then they're going to build up to whatever that
like
big
someone
arc
working
was
together,
where
yeah.
Doctor Doom takes over the world Whatever that big arc was in the
I didn't
comics,
think
I think
it was
that's going to be
Jordan
the
Peele.
next big movie.
Well, here's what I think's actually going to happen with that. They're going to introduce. There's a possibility that they introduce Doctor Doom in Black Panther 2.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that's
I've
been
heard
talked
about that.
for a while.
Yeah.
But he's not going to be properly introduced until Fantastic Four. I agree with you, Hunter. He's not going to do a whole bunch of fighting. He's going to send like mercenaries or villains to try and
I
take
think
care of
there's
Fantastic
gonna
Four,
be
who's trying
someone
to get
else.
rid of his plans.
Then they pull a
But
whole Thanos. Fine, I'll
they-
do
I
it
think
There's
myself.
gonna be someone else
They-
that
for
Fantastic Four
Secret
thinks the
Wars
leader.
and Kang Dynasty, Doctor Doom is going to play a big role in that. There's no way around it.
In both of them?
Doctor Doom is a big part of Secret Wars.
He
What I
is.
feel like is going to happen is Doctor Doom is going to be the main reason that Kang is defeated, and he's going to become God Emperor Doom.
Yeah,
And
God Emperor Doom, that's
other-
what I was talking about.
Other than Zol being a next main villain, I could see Doom being the next main phase villain because he is now the ruler.
Right?
I
And
mean, I could
people
even see a
really
Fantastic Four. Like,
people really
there's
do
someone else that
Right.
they think is the leader, but then reality, like, and then it's gonna show Fantastic Four defeating him. Then it's like, oh, they got the leader of whoever that was, but then out of nowhere, there's gonna just be Doctor
Right.
Doom, like, hey, I actually was the big
Yeah.
leader here. Then he just
Like
kind
we see what they're trying to do.
right.
With Fantastic
Right.
Four. It's possible that Kang, like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania,
Oh, you know Ant-Man's
is the
gonna
main
die, right?
villain. Is the main villain in Fantastic Four, which builds up even more into Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. Like
Right.
Kang, what if we're thinking about this all wrong? Like, what if Kang Dynasty is the Avengers and all them trying to save the Fantastic Four
Ooh.
because Kang has them?
Oh, and like the
And
quantum
that's what,
realm?
and that's what Kang Dynasty means, because
Ooh.
Kang is the son of Reed Richards, right?
Right.
So
He's
Kang
Nathaniel
having-
Richards.
Kang could be manipulating Reed and Sue to have him as a child, and that's where all of his variants are coming from.
And Love
That
and
would
Thunder
be
ain't done yet,
crazy.
Well, Thor's not done yet because he's getting hunted by Hercules. So
Oh
I wonder-
yeah.
So I mean, Love and Thunder still might be a thing. So I don't think she's getting out anytime soon because I think she's gonna be a big part.
They have something big
saving
for her.
Thor. I think she's
I
gonna save Thor. I think
she
she's
could be
gonna the one with
Cosmic
the-
Thor. She could become the new Cosmic Thor.
Like
I
Love
think
and
she's gonna
Thunder
be- I
could be
think-
the Young Avenger equivalent to Wiccan and Speed.
Like I think
Okay.
Thor is gonna get. There's gonna be a fight between Thor and Hercules, but I really think it's gonna be her saving
Thor. I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
because, and I feel like they're gonna start hunting her.
Oh
instead.
yeah. Okay.
Because they might try to get to Thor. Because then again, you gotta think. Look, Thor's one of the strongest Avengers. I mean, he
Mhm.
proved it over and over with when he fought his sister, when he
Mhm.
fought, when he came back after he fought his sister, when he came back with the
Lightning power.
rocket and Groot and all that.
Yeah.
Like, he showed he's powerful. So. I'm kind of excited for Zeus because I feel like they made fun of Zeus on purpose.
Oh, they
Thor
definitely
Love and
did. Because
I feel
yeah,
like
that was
they
to
made
hype up
fun of him to
Hercules.
show him that he's like weak, kind of.
hmm
I mean, he literally picked up his skirt when he walked down the 2 stairs. Like they made
Yeah.
fun of him. But I feel like I know when Zeus comes back, he is going to be Zeus.
I
Like,
get you.
He is going to.
I
mess
definitely
up. And it's
think.
gonna be love. I wouldn't be mad if I saw Love and Zeus fighting.
I think it's gonna go Thor 5, Thor versus the gods. I think that's how it's gonna go, and Thor's gonna die, and then Love's gonna take up the mantle.
I
Back
don't think Thor's
to
dying. I do not think Thor's.
I can see Thor dying and Love not becoming Thor, and
don't
Ray
think
and Bill Ray Bill or whatever his name is becomes
Gatorade
Thor.
Bill, yeah.
Gatorade Bill, thank you. Becomes Thor because I would love to see that because we've
I
already
like
seen
Thor's dying.
Gatorade. We've already seen Bill in Thor 3.
I don't
we
think
saw a
Thor's dying that
statue.
quick.
I mean, Thor's been around. Thor's the Avenger who's got
Yeah,
the
but-
most movies so far, so it would make sense for Thor to die soon.
Yes, but no.
Yes, but no.
Because I don't think I feel like what they're gonna do is after they're gonna make one more movie, like one movie that's about him
hmm
and with fighting Hercules, like fighting all the gods, and then that would be one of the last movies that's about him, and then they're
Mhm.
just gonna use him and put him
Okay.
in other movies. Kind of like how he did his father with Odin.
Yeah.
Odin's he was kind of just there.
Right.
He
I
was
get
a
that.
big character, but he was kind of just there. I
Mhm.
feel like they're gonna do that with Thor. Thor's gonna become like the new king, like his father, and
Yeah.
actually start ruling instead of going around fighting. I think he's gonna
I'd like
win the
that.
god fights.
I
and
like
he's gonna
that.
be like the leader of the gods. And when he
Okay.
becomes the leader of the gods, he's gonna have to, choose that or choose going back down to Earth and still raising
Right.
love, or love goes and does her own thing, and then Love and Thunder breaks up.
Back
That's what I
to
think.
what you were saying, Cyber, about Kang manipulating Sue and Reed. I like that. I like that idea a lot. And this is why. If they do that, they could, by the end of Kang Dynasty, have Sue pregnant with the twins and then bring in Nathaniel and
They could, yeah.
have whatever the other chick's name is. And Nathaniel is one of the strongest heroes in the MCU. So
Oh,
if they
yeah,
were to
100%.
bring in Nathaniel, he's the new god complex of the MCU, and that would be a great step
Right.
forward. And that brings in Iron Maiden. That's who he is. That brings him in to become the Iron
Yeah.
Maiden, and then even builds up Young Avengers more. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot.
Like, I don't think we're gonna get a Young Avengers type story until after Secret Wars.
Oh,
the next
definitely. I
big-
definitely think
next-
next phase is building up Young Avengers.
Like, the next big
I'm not
sort
excited
of
for Young
Avengers
Avengers.
movie, the next big sort of Avengers movie we're kind of getting is Thunderbolts.
Right.
If you see the team, it's kind of taking inspiration from the West Coast Avengers team.
Right.
I
Like,
don't
you
want
have
them- I don't
you
want there
have
to be a
Winter
new Avengers
Soldier,
team.
you have Winter Soldier, you have U.S. Agent, you have Valentina de la Fane.
Which U.S. Agent was a very big surprise to me. I thought he was about to be villain. Sole villain, not anti-hero. But continue.
But the only heroes you kind of are missing from that team are Black Widow, who's dead, Captain
No,
America,
her sister.
who's dead. Yeah, I guess you can kind of say she's
Black
taken
Widow
over
and
that
her
mantle.
sisters, they fight the same. They were like that's
Yeah,
the same.
That
I
part's
think-
okay.
Captain
I
America, who you can argue
U.S.
is kind of-
soldiers like
is
now
kind
the
of U.S.
Falcon.
agent.
yeah,
Is
U.S.
now the
Agent.
Falcon.
Yeah,
Oh no, the Falcon. He has
Um,
the shield and everything.
yeah.
Like he's
but
like
I mean,
he's the new
Falcon's
Captain
not in.
America now.
Falcon's not in the Thunderbolts or the West Coast Avengers type team,
He is not.
and you're also missing Moon Knight, who you can kind of argue that role is being taken over by Taskmaster.
Right.
Because
and
they kind of-
Xeno's
they
in
kind
it.
of had the same look.
I just like.
I don't.
like,
I love Taskmaster. I don't like Taskmaster of the MCU. I do not like that they retconned it to be the daughter that Black Widow killed of some guy, and now it's
Yeah.
not a dude who can recognize fighting styles and then implement it into his own styles and use their fighting styles. It's not anything wrong with it being a chick, but it's a chick with enhancements in her. Like, that's stupid. Like, you did not
Like, if
need
they
to
can-
retcon Taskmaster at all.
If they can fix Taskmaster in Thunderbolts, I'll be perfectly fine with it.
Exactly. I've also heard rumors that Red Hulk is to appear in Thunderbolts
Captain
to be.
And
I've
Captain
heard,
America
yeah,
4.
and Captain America 4.
Like, we'll see him, because you know how they've already said, like, you'll see more of the Hulks in Captain America 4.
Because the leader is the
Like-
villain. Yeah.
Yeah, we are gonna see Bruce Banner in that movie. It's already been confirmed.
Mm.
We are going to see Scar again. It's already been confirmed. We are not going to see She-Hulk.
Wow.
We are possibly going to be seeing Wong and Abomination in that movie.
I
but
would
that's
love
more
to
like
see
an
some
end of the movie type
A-bomb,
thing.
bruh. I want to see A-bomb. I'm not going to cap. The end of She-Hulk, when Todd took the serum, I thought he was going to turn into A-bomb. She-Hulk was
thought-
going to kick his
I was
ass,
gonna be
and then
like,
he was going to
"Wait
be
a
like,
second, are we
oh,
getting
okay.
A-bomb?"
Yeah, right? Like,
I
I
know,
thought he was
I
going to
wanted
turn into
Hulk.
A-bomb. She-Hulk was going to kick his ass, and then he was going to be like, Okay, I'm a good guy now.
I wanted a Hulk fight.
yeah, when Abomination and Hulk started fighting, I was like, let's go, baby. Round
I was
two, baby.
going.
It's in it. It's in it. And then She-Hulk was like, wait. And I'm like, no, there's no waiting. There's no waiting. This is what I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting for. I don't care. I was so mad.
I don't agree with Hulk dropping out of nowhere. Like he's been off planet for almost a month and just drops out of space. Like I agree on that part. Like I don't like that Hulk just pops up out of nowhere.
Right? I mean, I didn't like that either. And then, he came in at the end. Hey, this is my son. We saw where he's been. Does that set up World War
World War
Hulk?
Hulk. I think it does.
I don't think it does because we have
Well, 'cause,
Professor Hulk.
You see him going back to Sakaar or like in the second episode of She-Hulk. Like I don't think World War Hulk is going to be after She-Hulk. I think it's going to be during the events of She-Hulk.
Okay. Okay.
Because we do have a bunch of unannounced movies still.
Mm-hmm.
I think World War Hulk will take place sometime in Phase 5.
Okay.
And we see what happened to Hulk. Because he comes back out of nowhere with his son.
Right.
Where'd the mom go? Who's the mother? Where did the mom go? That, I feel like, is what sets up World War Hulk.
Yeah,
Because he comes back without the mother, but with the son.
I like that.
So, what if the attack in the first episode of She-Hulk wasn't really an attack, but they were coming to find Hulk because they needed his help?
I think
and because he was late, he lost his wife.
Yeah.
So that's what brings him into Worldbreaker Hulk.
I like that. And he doesn't even go to Earth. He just breaks that world. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like
he
that.
destroys that world, kills everybody else on there, and that's why only him and his son are there.
I like that. Heck yeah, man. All right. I think this is a pretty good place to end it today, don't you guys?
Yeah, I think that's a good point to stop
All
at.
right.
Yeah, have fun.
Great. All right.
Yes.
Thank you, Monkey, for being our special guest today on the first ever episode of Cordcast. Hope to have you back here soon. Thank you, Mr. Cyber, for being my co-host. I love it so much.
Of course.
Everybody who's watching, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll see you all next Saturday. Y'all have a good night. Bye.